You ask, am I gonna take first off, pause. I ain't taking no poll. But like if I'm telling you we need a gaffer, right?
I didn't disagree.
But why would you say anything like as if you have gaffing experience?
It's not even about gaffing experience. It's about, I didn't say I have gaffing experience. I didn't say, hey, I got a better idea. I just said, probably needs a filter on it or something. That's all I was saying. That doesn't mean it's
Why
right
would
or
it need a
wrong.
why would it need a filter?
I was just thinking softening up the light because you
Why
said it
would you
was
want to
hot.
soften up the light?
Because you said it was hot.
I did not say it was hot.
You said it was hot. When you looked at the picture, you said it's hot.
But it's not hot in the sense that the equivalent of like it's too much light.
Okay. See, I'm learning things.
Look, this is what I was saying yesterday, right? To you
No, I
and
understand what you were saying yesterday.
do
That
you?
has nothing to do with today, with just me saying something. I
No,
didn't say I'll do it. I didn't say, hey, I know somebody to do it. I didn't say, hey, don't do it. We can do it ourselves. Mm-mm.
no, you just didn't come up with a recommendation.
No, I don't know no gaffers.
So instead of you finding a gaffer, you was like, let so this is what I was saying yesterday. This is what I was saying to
I
Don
didn't say
yesterday.
let me do anything.
How could you recommend without professional experience?
I wasn't gonna recommend nobody.
No, how could you recommend what to do without
I
professional
didn't
experience?
recommend anything.
You
I
didn't
just
say we
said
probably need a filter. That
I
wouldn't be a
said probably
recommendation.
need, no that no. I didn't say go get a filter. It probably needs this. I was just saying hey, it probably needs a filter. I didn't say go get one. You say you go get a gaffer. I didn't say no, don't get a gaffer. It probably needs a filter. I didn't do none of that. I
No.
was just saying it probably needs a filter. That I'm taking a guess. I didn't say
And
that's a
why would
fact.
that be your guess?
Well, because like we said before, since we're going in circles again,
Well, just a thought.
no, the thought was already explained before because you had said hot when you had looked at it, and I'm thinking you meant bright, really bright, but you said that's not what you meant. So we done with that. You said that's not what you meant. Okay, we over with it. This is no conversation. Now, if you want to talk about something else from somebody else doing something, cool. But today, nah, it's not like you think it is.
What do I think it is?
You tell me. Because you want to go into a whole nother scenario from yesterday, and I told you, see, this is what I mean. What do you mean? I understood
You
you
don't think this
yesterday.
is a consistent?
No, this has nothing to do with
So
me
you don't
feeling
think
like
there's a
anything.
bit of a thing like where you feel like I could do the same thing that professionals do.
No, I don't.
So you don't think you said that multiple times.
I say on different things, I say that, yeah, but this situation, no. So we're not gonna bring up other times on this situation here. No, it's not the same.
Not the same.
No, it's not the same.
No, it's not the same.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. I didn't say I could do this. I didn't say
Where's
other
your
people.
microphone?
That's a good question. Since we're about the goddamn light.
No, it's not the light.
Okay,
Okay,
let's go.
it's not the light. What it is okay. When I first came in this game, bro, I
Mhm.
always, I always respect what everybody does. Like for
Facts.
years, I had access to produce ideas. I didn't even try to because I just took time
Mm-hmm.
to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Don Dub. The same reason I was on you yesterday, Don. Same reason
Oh
I was on you
man.
yesterday.
Woo.
Look, you have to have a lot of respect for what everyone for what everyone does in this business or in life. Now, don't get me wrong, we all try to do different things, but there's a reason that there's a professional level. And I feel like the internet has created a place that everybody think they can do everything at the best level. And don't get me wrong, I do think it's a value when you're trying to do something and it's just you. When it's just you, you do what you got to do. But when you have any access to resources and professionals, your greatest move is to reach and grab a professional.
Facts. I agree.
So, because we've been struggling with lighting this room, right? And obviously, we finna move all this stuff, right? Because we finna open the store, TCS, and this room is gonna look way better. It's not gonna be as much stuff, and we need to get it lit, right? Everything gonna need to be lit for everybody sitting in the room, because obviously I'm not a professional, so I don't know how to light, but I have an understanding of the basics. So when I'm saying, hey, this light, I think the camera is struggling to keep you in focus because of how it's lit. I think it's struggling to realize, is that a face, right? So I'm like, we need to get a gaffer, right, which is somebody that's an electrician that understands light. They say, okay, we're going to get this person, and they're going to understand exactly how to light it, hopefully to help the camera stay in focus. So when I recommend that, what I would like to believe is you're going to say to me, you know what? That is true, man. A gaffer would light this room as a professional. I wouldn't think to myself, you would think to yourself, you might have an idea what the fuck is going on. That's not to say you don't have any understanding about lighting or gaffing, or electrical. I'm just saying when it's talks of a professional. So I would like to believe the wisdom I'm imparting on you, because you're a wise man, is the understanding of this person is going to be able to light this room pretty well. Not, hey, I got a bunch of stuff and we could try to do it ourselves. Right? Not, I got a bunch of stuff, we could do it ourselves.
But that's not how the narrative went. That's a whole bunch of filler and stuff.
That's not how it went.
Narrative.
Your shit is way too hot, Trap.
All right, hold on.
Jesus Christ. Shout out to BB. G Malone always debating and turning it into a philosophical debate.
It's not even that.
But that is true.
That's not what this is.
I don't want to debate. I've been on my friends and my team about disrespecting everyone else's profession by thinking that they looking at it and think that they have what it takes to just do it versus caring about the professionalism that makes it great. Like the other day, I had my boy Lester Mendoza. Lester is just coming off tour from engineering on Beyonce's tour. I didn't even know who tour he was on. But I'm one of the earliest people to discover Lester's talent at Skip Saylor Studio. So I'm having a problem with this C800 mic, right? This really expensive microphone, right? And I'm having a problem with it. Like I hear all of this reverb and all of this cracking in the microphone. So I'm like, something is wrong. So I'm not sure what's wrong, even though I've been around this studio equipment at this point for 23 years. But I did not know. So I called my man. I had him drive down here. I said, hey, man, come help me figure it out. So we went through all the tests. We even thought it was the ground. Come to find out, the tubes on the Sony C800, they go bad kind of often. It's a very boutique and luxury mic. It's a $14,000, $15,000 microphone. So you just swap the tube out. The tube is $100, $50, $120, whatever. But I knew to get a professional. It don't matter that I've been around this equipment for 23, 24 years. I knew to get a professional. I did not try to solve his problem. When he told me, I listened. So it's really important that there's a respect for all professionals and fields. So like when it comes to lighting this room, like I'm telling King, right? Because I want to make sure y'all can see King. King, we finna launch King's Court, where he could just go at people like he want to do all the time, talk shit about whatever. So it's important that it's lit correctly. So I was just saying to King, so the philosophical debate comes in when I'm telling King something, or like if I'm talking to Don and I'm like, hey, Don, man, we need to have somebody that's a professional do this. So when people see the content, it's a level of professionalism. The problem with being where I'm at in my career, right, is there's an expectation of quality. Y'all not going to give me a lot of room to just be an amateur. It's just not going to happen. King is definitely going to talk about flat earth revenge.
See, wait.
As you said that.
I didn't say that just now.
I was saying that.
What did that have to do with what you were saying?
Because it's the same philosophy that makes you think that you can just filter and gap this light.
No, I didn't say I could filter and gap the light.
It's good.
You said get a gaffer. I didn't say no.
You said something else.
I said probably just needs a filter. I didn't
How
say
you
don't
gonna
get
just
one.
say probably needs?
I could just guess.
What's your history?
You know?
What's your history in lighting sets?
I got a little bit of experience around lighting and stuff like that.
What's your biggest film?
I even got my lighting set.
What's your biggest film?
I don't have no films.
What's your biggest project?
I've probably been around other big projects.
What is your biggest project?
I've probably been around being around other projects doesn't mean I can't learn from watching. You try and make it look like you can't learn something from watching and observing and things like that.
Okay, so let's say if somebody,
I know if you give me instructions, I can follow them.
All in. Let's say you watch The Surgeon.
But no, let's get back to the point. The point is, I didn't say nothing about not getting a gaffer.
That's not the point. That's your point.
You know?
No,
your point is because
I said outside of
I said a filter and didn't say, oh, great idea. No, I just said, probably needs a filter. And now you want to take it to philosophical thinking and talking and what the hell?
Because it is.
Is this what the lunch hour is?
Yes.
Grievances?
This is not a grievance. This is
what there's got to be a grievance.
So we sit here and talk about all this shit, and I don't have a grievance, but I would have a grievance with this specifically.
No, so other people probably say you got grievances with some other stuff, but now
I don't have a grievance.
You got a grievance because I said filter.
No. If I have a grievance.
What do you want, a pop filter? You want a pop filter over there?
Man, I
just said filter on the light to kind of, soften it up some.
On the light.
King don't know what the hell he talking. King didn't watch it. Okay, here you go,
see what
King.
I'm saying?
Let's say,
like I said, don't get a gaffer. I'll do it. I'll light this room up. I'm a professional. Man, get the fuck out of here. I just said probably needs a filter. Come on, man. Stop it. Coach.
What's up?
Oh, Coach got sunglasses on. He ain't with it today.
What's up, Trap?
Coach got the sunnies on today. He got the sunnies
Shout
on
out
today.
to Down to Earth Network. Glasses, some content makers from Toronto mentioned I should not sell out my city and talk to you.
Wow.
Yeah, you just was talking to somebody from Toronto the other day, wasn't you?
That's who I was talking to.
Who was it, Trap?
Right there?
Yeah.
He was one of some dudes from Toronto.
Yeah.
They was speaking their mind on Drake, though. I respect that.
I don't think so.
Did you lock it?
Yeah.
Man, okay. This isn't about Toronto. Like, on Instagram, I have heard thousands of people from some level of street urban culture speak like street people from Toronto. Like, that is discoverable online. 2's my word, bro. It's discoverable. You can discover exactly how people from street urban culture in Toronto speak. This is a conversation about street urban culture. It has nothing to do with one part. Listen, the only reason we talk about Drake specifically is his effect on street urban culture in its artistic forms. It don't matter if he's not necessarily a product of it. He has rapped, he's playing a part in it, and now with this lawsuit, he's trying to alter it. That's why we talk about it. It's not about personally him. Like, people make it personally him. Like, nobody's picketing in front of the embassy, cuz that's not what's happening. And if he don't like it, cuz, then do something different. But hip hop brings us together to some degree, right? That's why a street urban culture brother from Los Angeles could get with somebody from Toronto and have a cultural conversation. It's simple. It ain't that deep.
Hey, you were saying something the other day with trap and stuff. Do Drake actually have influence? Like, did people dress like him? Did they try to talk like him? Did he start any type of trend or anything?
I brought that shit up.
Was that you?
Yeah, nobody wanted to dress like Drake. Even
that's what I'm saying. Like, so what influence did he really put on the hip hop culture or the street culture if nobody did anything that he wanted to do or address or anything?
It's not about, listen. So there's a street urban culture, right, that inspires the art. He had an effect on the art.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Remember, hip hop is the art of street urban culture.
Okay.
It's not the actual culture. It's the art.
So he affected the art of hip hop.
Yes. He affected how people from the culture started to make art.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
And it could be a bit mundane and generic at times, but we're not arguing about that. That's not even. Look.
What you read in the comments?
No, I'm thinking because I'm trying to get my thoughts together. King then pretty much took me away from something simple that I was talking about to somewhere else. First off, King, if I recommend to get a gaffer, you always say, let's get a professional. Don't give me your professional opinion because you don't have any. That's not me shitting on you.
No, I ain't even say nothing about shitting on me.
No, I'm just clearing to you that I'm not trying to shoot
That's
you
me
down.
thinking this nigga's crazy.
I understand.
You know
Cool.
I'm
I got it. Cool. But I'm saying, so if like I'm telling Don, like I'm telling you, if we recommend to get a professional, don't offer amateur opinion at that time. Now we shifted and like, which professional we gonna get? That's the next conversation. Is that okay? That's what I be asking for. So like when I'm telling Don, man, Don came up with the stinger idea for the Wanted song.
Sorry,
right? I'm like, man,
sorry, Dom.
But like y'all it's gotta be okay for me to get y'all to understand why it's important to be professional. Yes, there's some things we're gonna have to do, but we gotta have as much respect. You wouldn't let somebody, if somebody watched 10 surgeries, you wouldn't let them do surgery on you. If Don saw 10 dudes, some dude that work at the accountant's office, he wouldn't let some dude just do his taxes. You would want professionals.
Yeah, but if he was an intern and about to get his doctor's license and watch 10 surgeries, I might let him do surgery.
Not if he's about to get his doctor's license.
You
ever seen the commercial?
Yeah, not if he's about to get his doctor's license.
You ever see the commercial?
Doing surgery and gaffing is completely different.
I know, but he wants to take it there. Yeah, he always wants to take it to the extremes.
You
know,
which is kind of my problem.
But if he stayed at a Holiday Inn last night, you can figure anything out though.
Yeah, it's not different. That's how much work goes into truly being a great gaffer.
It's different.
It's not different.
It's different. It's different. I mean, I'm saying I'm not taking away from the profession of gaffing, but surgery and gaffing is not the same. Like, let's just be honest about that. Let's just be real about that. But I mean, I'm saying
why is it different?
I'm not. One you can lose your life. You're not gonna lose your life if somebody liked you wrong. Wrong in here. Like we're not lit good here now. We're all going to be alive after this. We're going to walk out, get in our cars, and drive
the
home.
Ramifications.
Bad surgery kills you.
No, that's the ramifications. It doesn't mean that they don't have the same amount of skills.
No, I think one's got more years of getting the skills versus the other one do.
I mean,
you think a great gaffer takes how long to be a great gaffer?
I think
smart ass.
I think you can become a great gaffer 2 different ways.
How do you think how fast do you think somebody could become a great gaffer?
From going to school.
But that is true though, Glasses. You don't see a lot of surgeons in there who have never went to school. I don't think you've ever seen any. No surgeons in there who haven't no school, no degrees, no nothing, and they just been watching people do surgery and learning getting the ropes, and then going there like, it's time for me to do some surgery now. We know gaffers who've done that.
Which gaffers y'all know that just did that at a high level?
I don't know.
So okay,
so which gaffers?
You say every gaffer you know went to school.
Let me ask you.
And how many years?
I think every gaffer that you know is gonna have some prior experience about.
Okay, hold on. Okay, exactly, Trap. You said prior experience. What schooling? Every gaffer you know has had 8 years of schooling.
8 years. Not 8
okay,
years.
Just to stop the madness.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Just stop the madness.
Do y'all actually know?
No. Hold on. They've been on the set. They'll be on the set.
Okay, we agree with that. We agree with that.
We're not knocking away.
I agree with the experience being on the sets and stuff and working with other gaffers. There are
differences between being a surgeon and a gaffer. Like there's differences. Like we're not going to say that. We're not going to say they have the same importance or they take the same amount of time and effort to learn.
To be a great gaffer, it takes as much time to be as a great surgeon.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all really.
I'm saying because that's why you have to go to school for 8 to 10 years to be a gaffer. I got you.
I mean, you don't actually know how long you had to go to school to be a gaffer.
You think a gaffer is a trade?
I think we can look that up right now and see that's not 8 to 10 years.
I bet you gaffer. I know some gaffers that make more money than surgeons.
I believe you.
And I don't think it's because they just picked up one day a light, start shining.
I believe
make more
we're
money
not saying they don't got experience.
So then that means they can be professionals. So they can be professionals. But let me get to the point. Y'all got and that's my problem. That's my problem, Trap. Y'all disrespect towards what people do.
We're not disrespecting them.
Everything is here and here.
No, we're not disrespecting. Hey, no disrespect to gaffers. I think
you can't say no disrespect to gaffer. It's just everybody can roll out the bed and be a gaffer.
We can't call them surgeons.
Yeah, but Vince, you hear him right now? He's changing up his tone right now. But Vince, now he's saying a bachelor's degree is worth more than a trade experience right there, though. That's the conversation I was having the other night. That's what y'all was having the other night, though.
No, that's not the conversation.
What you say, Trap? Say that again.
They was having a discussion the other night. It wasn't really class. It was amongst the whole room. They was talking about nowadays is more. Know what I'm saying, like to learn a trade is probably more
important.
How was y'all saying that, Glasses?
We were saying that trades need
yeah.
to be introduced back into Black America because everybody probably is not meant to go to college.
And G kind of talked. I disagree with it at first, but G kind of talking me into it. When he brought that up maybe about 3 weeks ago or something like that, and I disagree with it. But then after he kept talking, I was like, okay, I get it. I do understand that.
He has an art of doing that, though. He's one of those.
Well, because everything I'm usually talking about is very simple, but it's just the emotions of it getting away. Like with King specifically, like, people don't know exactly what it takes to be a gaffer, or how much a gaffer makes, or how hard it is to understand lighting. Lighting is one of the, like, when it comes to especially this business, it is the creme de la creme. It is like I'm struggling to do it no matter how many times I saw it. It's just different. And then everybody thinks they could do another professional's job, like, because they think it's
here we go again. I didn't say I could do another professional's job.
Okay, well, I'm gonna sit in your surgery when you have your surgery. Like, nah, doc, move that vein over there.
If I think you could do it and you got some suggestions, go for it. If he listened to you, he probably won't.
All right, let me ask you a question.
But you can say stuff.
Would you rather a gaffer go in and do a surgeon's job, or a surgeon go and do a gaffer job?
Neither one. Both of them, you're gonna have a bad product.
I'm just saying, if we had to tweak one, if you had to, gun to head.
I see what you're saying. I see what
I'd rather let a surgeon go try to figure that out than a gaffer go in there and
let's say
in
it's
the room.
I'd rather die than my last $100 million on the film that with a bad gaffer that has no experience. I'd rather die.
I have a Tubi.
I'd rather die than have $100 million Tubi movie.
So money more important than life than you.
You ever live when your shit fucked up?
Good question.
Oh yeah, of course it is. Of course, the way I live my life is more important than living itself.
I said money, not the way you live your life.
That's a part of how I live my life. That's like saying, would I want to live my life if somebody slapped me every day I walk by, every day I go somewhere, somebody slap me in the face.
You say you want to be slapped and go to a bad surgeon?
I'd rather die than be slapped every day.
So you go to the bad surgeon then?
I just told you that.
Okay, so
I'd rather be
Coach.
slapped.
You'll go to the bad surgeon.
Anyway, I saw an amazing Twitter page. Shout out to Lawyered Up Twitter page. Lawyered Up. The point I'm making is I have the same respect for a professional gaffer as a professional surgeon, whether y'all do or don't.
I do.
If you do.
I have
no, you don't.
Respect for
because you would never sit over a surgeon and be like, well, you just need to move this motherfucking. You wouldn't do that.
I respect everyone.
If the surgeon was in here right now and there was an emergency, I'd be like, hey, you want me to move something out your way or something? I wouldn't be sitting just looking at him.
You said a chair?
You wouldn't say, you sure you don't need a scalpel?
I might ask him that too. You need anything?
No.
So yeah, if he was right here in this situation and was getting ready to do surgery, I would say, hey, you need something? Yes, I would.
So you would recommend tools?
You want to go get some good water,
so
some bottled water?
If
ask him.
If he like,
yes,
hey, man,
I would ask him. You need some bottled water. You need something that to help you.
What's your heart rate?
Yes, no. It's that simple, dude.
Is that what that was? That you thought that was a help?
That was that simple.
No, I'm saying
it's that simple.
But the respect gaffers don't mean I got to disrespect surgeons. Though.
Yes, it is.
I'm not even disrespecting gaffers.
I respect surgeons and gaffers all the same, human to human, but their
profession
is a little different.
It still is,
but they're not gonna stop me from saying what I think or ask a question or something.
No, they would kick your funky ass out the room.
Nah, they wouldn't.
If he's saying, man, I need to get a brain surgeon here, man, these snips ain't working. You like, well, you just use a scalpel. You getting your ass out of there.
No, I wouldn't say nothing about him.
No, you wouldn't say nothing because you would respect what that man do at the highest level. Y'all gotta have more respect.
There is no gaffer in here.
So then shouldn't none of us be
so we can say anything we want. There is no gaffer to disrespect. This is hypothetical, made up ghost gaffer in here doing lighting.
No, the thing is, when I recommend
there is no gaffer in here.
What I want you to do, King, specifically, if I ask to get a profession, I want you to be like, yeah, let's get a professional.
Now he want a yes man.
I'm with that. I'm good with that.
No, I don't want.
I could do this. I could do it. Whatever, I could do it.
King is crazy for that. Like, I don't know why.
I just said probably he's a
fucking asshole.
How much you gonna pay him? How much you gonna pay him? I could do it.
Coach, he twisted it. Why am I tripping, Coach?
You about to pay how much?
This is why
I get mad, bro.
I didn't say no gaffer. I didn't say hey, I could do it myself. I didn't say don't get a gaffer.
How much you gonna pay him, glasses?
That's
man,
all
I could do that shit. What are you talking about? I could do that.
I didn't say nothing else.
Fuck him. Just get a filter.
I didn't say fuck him. Just get a filter. I said probably needs a filter. That's exactly.
I could do that shit.
Are you blowing this up though?
Yes, he is.
Are you blowing this up? Because King just said
no,
he said get a
King said
I didn't say get a filter.
How much you about to pay to get that
done? Needs a filter.
Man, we can keep that
I didn't
money.
say get a filter. I didn't say it probably we need to go get a filter. I said
you want a new title. He want a new title on his name. Co-host / gaffer.
To make a filter, or I'll do it.
Y'all niggas is crazy.
He blowing this up because I didn't say yes. Get a
security, gaffer, co-host. I'm everything. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
I got many jack of all trades, man.
That's king.
Oh no, it's not.
That's king.
Master of none.
I don't rap. I don't make beats.
You think you can?
No, I don't think I can.
You wrote a rap before. You wrote a rap before.
I did say this.
I said, I know you wrote a rap before.
Hold on, Trap. I said I did say this to Glasses. Teach me how to DJ. I said, teach me how to DJ.
King is probably.
I didn't say I know how to DJ. I said, teach me how to DJ so I could be more efficient in this.
I can see having here. Like, I need to bring in a special. No, all you got to do is just get this other vinyl.
You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't go and say I'm a DJ. I said, teach me stuff so I can learn, because I got the drive to learn.
King is probably a better rapper than Gaffer, though.
No, he probably be a better rapper than Gaffer.
I'll be a way better Gaffer.
That's why I said
I'll be a way better
rapper
Gaffer. No, I'll be a way better Gaffer than a rapper.
But you know what we're not gonna let King do? Surgery.
I would rather let him do surgery than like $100 million film.
Yeah, hold on. I think I'll be good at surgery. I watch YouTube and shit.
Anyway, I want to
watch all them hospital shows.
He said I could be good at surgery.
Let me say this. I got you, Mimi. I'm sorry, Mimi. No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here, noon Pacific Standard Time on No Ceilings YouTube page. Thank y'all for being here. Click that like button. If you're on Twitter, retweet this link. If you're on Facebook, share this post. We do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. Fresh episodes just drop, conversations on how to care for people, because people don't know how to care for people. And there's some really good advice on how to care for people. You can listen to that on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcast from. The No Ceilings podcast, executive produced by the presidentially hated Charlemagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart, and we'll get this thing cracking. I saw this Twitter page. No offer legal advice, King. Let me just get to this.
Oh, see.
Hold on.
Trap.
Hold on.
He baiting me, Trap.
I'm not baiting you.
He is Trap.
Because you is like you a jailhouse lawyer.
You see a Trap.
Hold on. Let me get to it. Shout out to everybody sitting at the lunch table, because I got to tell people. Just give them a heads up. Hold on. Look. So I found a page called Lawyered Up, and I could tell it's from lawyers. Now, again, I don't know who this guy is, and it's a lawyer thing. And I've been telling P, and I've been telling Revenge, I'm like, Revenge, this case stinks. Like, and it's not about emotions. It's about the reality of understanding defamation, right? It's about understanding defamation. And we did have some very primitive understanding of defamation, me, P, and Revenge. But the legal terminology of defamation is a little different. So I want to read a couple tweets to you. And this guy sat and just educated people. So I'm going to read to you what was said. Follow him on Twitter, LawyeredUp1. Hashtag Drake versus UMG. Drake has little chance of success. My review of Drake's complaint and amended complaint has not changed my initial impression of the case based on media reports, which I expressed at the outset, namely that the case largely lacks merit. The voluminous complaint makes 3 claims. 1, defamation per se. 2, harassment in the 2nd degree. 3, violation of the New York general business law. That's dealing with bot promotion, streaming manipulations, and payola. In my view, the 3rd claim is the only one that may have a possible chance of success. The 3rd one being violation of New York general business law. That's about bot promotion, streaming manipulation, payola. So again, in my view, the 3rd claim is the only one that may have a possible chance of success. If, and that's a big if, evidence garnered through discovery shows that the illegal practices were used by UMG. However, it would be difficult to ascertain what damages, if any, Drake suffered from the alleged illegal practices. I've been saying that to Revenge and P this whole time. You can't say where he's been damaged because there is no there's no list of him losing business practices. Business dealings. That's not what's happening. Like, he didn't lose a battle and Nike dropped him and everybody dropped him, and those people that took their plane back. People like, y'all act like he lost the battle and the people came and took their plane back. Take all this shit off our plane. We ain't fuck with you no more. Kendrick kicked your ass. That's how y'all acting. Y'all act as if that that shipping company came and took they fucking plane, said, take all this old dumbass owl shit off our plane, you a loser. You are a loser. You lost this battle. Take all this shit off our plane. You take a regular commercial flight.
Let me get
That's
that
not what happened. Y'all so full of shit. And it's ridiculous that y'all sit here and try to act like that man had a real problem in this fucking world. The shipping company did not take their plane back, Trap. That would have been the first. Take all this shit off our plane. Unwrap our plane with all this owl bullshit. Take this shit off. We are not fucking with you. You let Kendrick whoop your ass in this battle. You cannot have our plane no more. That's not what's happening. Nike didn't say, you know what? We're not making no more shoes. You're a loser. You lost this battle. For sure, if they thought that man was messing with little kids, they would have took their plane back.
Took them shoes back, laces and all.
For sure, if they thought he was messing with little kids, Nike would have said, you can't actually be here. For sure, if they thought he was messing with little kids, that UK company that booked him for their festival would have said, hey, you couldn't be here. You're lying. And why are you lying? Because y'all cannot take a whooping.
Do you think with his actions now, what he's doing, that companies in the future will start backing away
No.
from him? You don't think so?
Because all of them white folks even know that he just got his ass whooped in a battle. Don't nobody fucking believe he fucking touching little kids.
I'm not talking about touching kids. I'm just talking about wanting to sue and all that stuff, companies and stuff.
I mean, I think the music business is going to be careful. Anything in the music business is going to look at him crazy because they looking at him like he a rat. Like, nigga, they did all this shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you think it's going to affect that?
Nah, we can't do this.
Okay.
But the problem is to say where he sustained economic damages. Nobody took shit from him. And for sure, if they thought that man was into reading books, so-called PDF, if he was into that, if he was into any of that madness, for sure the first people that would have took their plane back is the people that the shipping company. They'd have say, unwrapped all this shit off our plane, nigga, you flying Southwest from here on out. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. They did not take the plane. You got to stop, Revenge. You got to say, you know what? This is some cornball shit. There's no merit to it. He didn't lose anything. Yes, the public is going to make fun of him because he lost a battle, but it costs him nothing. You can't get mad that you got into a bag off with somebody won, and your feelings hurt now. This shit dumb. And I hate that I even have to entertain for y'all, because Revenge, we have been building. P, we've been building, so I have to really make sure we have these conversations.
Well, what is Revenge point? What is he saying?
Nothing. Everything he's saying don't make no fucking sense.
Because sometimes Revenge come in with some common sense, and then then Revenge come in with some nonsense.
I think when it comes to Drake, he won't have no common sense. I think it's all like hyper emotional.
You still don't know what Revenge is, Cole?
I'm gonna say this though too though. I said it the last show. Revenge just like Drake music. He know he a ho-ho.
I think but him and P really okay. What I think too also is them dudes grew up a little bit more privileged than the average poor Negro. So they feel like they have a common relations to him. So there's a personal vested interest. And I keep telling them, y'all not him. I don't give a fuck if you grew up in the richest neighborhood in Memphis. It can't compare to where he grew up at. It's different. You still a nigga, especially a nigga that grew up in Memphis.
Revenge from Memphis?
Yeah, you nigga.
I ain't know
you ain't nothing. Like I
told
told P.
Fuck up. Wait, Revenge is from Memphis.
Like I told P from the Bay Area. I don't care. Carlton ain't nothing like Drake. You dudes are y'all find this kind of this living like this is something that no, y'all not the same, man. Y'all not the same. And I understand you think you are. You like, man, you know, because no, he's not. Y'all are Kanye's. That's about as far as you can get. Y'all Kanye's. Drake is way over there. Way over there. Y'all not even close. The shit Drake, if y'all even met Drake in real life, y'all wouldn't even hang with him. He wouldn't even hang with y'all.
He might try to hang with them.
No, he wouldn't.
Nah.
He look at them dudes like they not street enough.
Yeah.
That's why he thought he could get with Dot. He thought Dot wasn't on that timing. He thought Dot was like them. He was like, oh, I'm gonna get on him. He ain't nobody. He always knew Pusha T kind of had that edge, but he knew Dot was on some shit. He didn't know. He thought him and Dot was the same. Even his fans running around thinking him and Dot is the same. I'm like, bro, I don't know who Kendrick y'all. I keep telling y'all.
I don't know how you could hear Kendrick and then feel like him and Drake is the same cloth.
It's a good kid.
Yeah, nah. You think Drake thought him and Dot was the same?
I swear to God, if there's one thing I had to bet every dollar, he thought they were the same.
That's crazy.
That if one thing I had to bet, he thought they were the same. He thought they were the same, bro. That's the truth. So again, let's get back to it. If the motion to dismiss is denied after discovery, I expect UMG to file a motion for summary judgment, and they will have a good chance of prevailing. Claim 1, defamation. Drake tries to be cute by not suing Kendrick. That definitely was trying to be cute. He makes it clear that he is not suing Kendrick, who made the alleged defamatory statements, but UMG, who published or republished the statements. Drake correctly realized that the statements have to be defamatory in order for their republication to be defamatory, for them to publish it, right? Blah, blah. In my opinion, Drake woefully failed to show that the lyrics of Not Like Us constitute statements or were made as actual factual statements. In my opinion, Drake woefully failed to show that the lyrics of Not Like Us constitute statements or were made as factual statements. You know what that is, right, Coach? It didn't have to be serious. This had to be serious. Shout out to Nisha. Where are all the hip-hop OG artists at? Exactly, Nisha. I'm ashamed of them niggas. They should be coming out. Every last OG hip-hop should come out and be like, that nigga's out of line. And the fact that they not coming out because they feel like they're going to lose some money or access to certain things, I hate that.
I wonder what MC Shan thinking right now.
Shan probably think I need to get back in court. This nigga ruined my life. I sat back and let KRS-One ruin my life, ruin the reputation of my excellent city, and I could have sued him, and y'all thought it was cool.
Don't say MC Shan go do that, man. Don't say he's like that.
He's sitting back thinking about it right now, like, wait a minute. Y'all letting these people get this off?
What kind of character is that then?
Mm-hmm.
How could he not?
Copycat.
How could people who actually stood for something, how could people who actually stood for something not look when you not forcing people to stand for nothing and not think to themselves like, damn, Meek Mill somewhere like, wait a minute, y'all letting this motherfucker, y'all already let this motherfucker.
I can see Meek Mill coming back
Y'all
around.
already let this motherfucker have people write for him.
Yeah.
Y'all telling me y'all letting, I could have sued this motherfucker?
Word.
Yeah, Meek Mill might try to spin the block.
What cannabis thinking right now? What cannabis thinking? Cannabis sick right now. He's sick. He might sue L. He could still sue L.
Right now, what's his name? Homie that ran Ruthless. Jerry Heller rolling over in his grave.
Oh, Jerry Heller's sick right now.
If him and Easy anywhere in the afterlife at the same place, I told you we should have sued them motherfuckers over no Vaseline.
He said that too.
I'm gonna sue these motherfuckers. I'm gonna get my friends from the JDL to come. He knew it. And Easy said, man, we can't do that. And now Easy looking like, y'all let motherfucker do this.
It make it worse when you say Jerry Heller didn't sue and Drake is suing.
Jerry Heller didn't sue.
That's make it look so much worse.
And Jerry right now rolling over in his grave.
Talk about easy money, huh?
Wait a minute, I could have sued these motherfuckers.
Easy money.
And y'all would have still fucked with us. Happy C-Day to Nip Hustle.
Oh, happy C-Day, Nip. Yeah.
Rest of your soul.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to keep it going. So in my opinion, Drake woefully failed to show that the lyrics of Not Like Us constitute statements or were made as factual statements. That's the crux of the matter. If you have a big nose, for example, a cartoonist can draw you in such a way that your nose appears bigger than your whole body. It is not a true representation of you, but a caricature of you, which is permissible in art.
Good looking, Nick. You ain't doing me too dirty.
Which is permissible in art. It's permissible.
So you could distort the truth in art.
You know how many people
They're doing it
had
forever.
Jay Leno chin out to the moon?
I know that shit was funny as fuck.
You mean to tell me Jay Leno could have sued all these artists? Really? And y'all letting this motherfucker get off instead of standing up saying that's not right. You trying to find ways for it to be right, P. Revenge, that's what's bothering me. Y'all trying to find reasons to make that shit right. How the stand up one time in your life? You know what, Drake? I love you. That's wrong. I cannot be down with that. I'm waiting on the Iceman, but I'm not down with that. There should be nobody that's in hip hop that's okay with that. They should be automatically dismissive of it. They should automatically degrade that effort. That's exactly what should be required for anybody that appreciate art. The fact that y'all keep trying to find legs to stand on as if that's what fandom is about or that's what being supportive is about is not. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Revenge, no, revenge. As a brother, you should be ashamed of yourself.
What they try to go with is within. They try to stand on the fact that since when we started standing with the labels, we always looked at the labels as being.
No.
You know what I'm saying that's how
they try to flip it up. We don't stand. You know what we stand with? We don't stand with whole shit.
That's a fact.
Yeah, we don't care. I don't give a fuck who it is. If you do some punk shit, you should be judged for that. It ain't got nothing to do with the labels.
I feel like if he was suing a label under some different circumstances, we
probably
could have.
If they owed him money,
we know what
if they owed him money, nobody would say nothing. Get your money, homie. Get your money. You can't sue them over this song. And then even to make it worse, when y'all tried to act like he wasn't suing these people over this man's song and over him, now he asking them to bring in documents about this man's paternity. This y'all fault. This is y'all fault because I never told that man at the beginning. That's unacceptable, homie. I've been a fan of yours for all these years, and you doing some unacceptable shit. Y'all coddle him. It's like bad behavior with children.
Whose request to paternity and all that in that day free information? Was that UMG requesting that? Or was that Drake?
No, that's Drake. That's Drake's side.
So what is he looking to? What is he looking to by getting this information? What are you looking to get out of it though?
So this is my opinion. Now this ain't true, but I don't know if it is true. Forgive me. I can't say it's a fact, but this is my opinion. So he presented to say as if these things are facts. The difference because that's the first thing his fandom is doing. What he's saying is facts. Knowing that this nigga not finna present no motherfucking paternity test over no fucking rap battle to look as if he's saying something that's factual. But if that was the case, then they could actually blow it up and real fast and they, you end it. But it's just a shameful thing. So my opinion, what he's trying to do is he's trying to keep using this to market to his fans. Hey, no, what I'm about is fact. You're not about facts, homie. You're not spinning no block. That ain't your time. You're not the most honest person in hip hop that ever been a part of making rap songs.
So he's trying to say like they wasn't joking, they were serious.
Yeah, no, he was serious.
He's saying he was serious. Truth, and everything he's saying is a lie. But that's actually a lie and a half too. That's just ridiculous to even act like that. That's like to say his deal with Top is that. They could prove that his deal with Top ain't that, and you would lose that. What the fuck difference that make? The hell difference that make?
Yeah, his lawyer's even tripping, but he getting paid. Drake paying his lawyer.
His lawyers, he paying the lawyers good.
Yeah, and they just doing whatever stupid shit.
Drake is marketing, but at the expense of the culture. And it's only because people are not standing up for it. They're not telling him, hey, that's not cool. That's not right. That ain't how you do this.
So he mad at the culture, so he go destroy hip hop from the foundation.
Yes. That's the only reason why we're talking about him. It's not because I think he's hip hop. It's because he has an influence as a musician on the art. And now with this lawsuit, it's a dangerous thing to the whole art of the culture in general.
I see what you're saying.
That's the only reason we be talking about.
He's trying to tear it down.
I'm not talking about his last release song. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm not even on that. Everybody know he's a talented musician, whether I'm talking about it or not.
So you want people to see what he's doing and stop it and let's stop it.
Yes, I want people to stand up and say, don't do that. You don't have to disown him, but don't do that. That's you out of line. If the whole culture as a whole was putting pressure, if Cameron and Maifa saying, hey, that's not cool.
Mm-hmm.
If Fat Joe and Jada was saying, hey, that's not cool. If everybody in our space was saying, hey, that's not cool, he would feel the pressure and he would stop. But because he knew he could buy some of you Negroes.
Niggas for sale.
Shout out to DJ Slug. The word is UMG is trying to settle for $250 million. Not sure if it's not real. They're not trying to settle at all. They're not going to give him a dime, bro.
They can't.
They cannot.
If they sell, they say he right then.
It's not even if they said it. It opens the door for a million other things. UMG is not settling. I'm gonna get to it. We'll get to it. But you could tell by the message, the statement that Lucian Grange put out. Like, there's a real problem here.
What Grange put out? What did he say?
We'll get to it when I get to it. I got to go through this. Forgive me, not to talk like I ain't talking to you like that. I'm explaining to you. No.
I need my sunglasses in hat.
Slow down.
So, claim 1, defamation. Drake tries to be cute by suing Kendrick. He makes it clear that he is not suing Kendrick, who made the alleged defamatory statements. Right? Music in general is full of exaggerations, embellishments, and outright lies. That's not new. Since Drake failed to demonstrate in his amended complaint that Kendrick made and intended the lyrics to be factual statements, UMG could not have, by publication, transformed those lyrics into factual statements. Thus, UMG's publication of Not Like Us was not defamatory. Drake seems to be under the wrong impression that the music publisher has an obligation to fact-check musical lyrics. Not so. I am not aware of any legal or contractual requirement for a music publisher to fact-check lyrics. UMG is not like the New York Times editor who has a responsibility to ensure that only factually correct information is published. To be fair, Drake is suing about what he called defamatory material. To encompass the Not Like Us lyrics, the album cover art, and the music video. He referred to defamatory materials 94 times in the amended complaint. However, in my view, he has not shown that the alleged defamatory materials were intended as a factual representation. Second claim, harassment. Under New York law, second-degree harassment includes when an individual or entity engages in a course of conduct or repeatedly commits acts which alarm or seriously annoy such other person and which serve no legitimate purpose. A legitimate purpose exists for UMG to publish Not Like Us and associated items. That legitimate purpose is money. The song has made lots of money, thereby justifying the legitimate purpose. The fact that the song annoys or disparages Drake does not negate UMG's legitimate purpose for publishing the song. Got that? That's the harassment part of it. It would have to be you just doing it for no person, no reason. But UMG did it to make money.
You asking a business does not do business because it hurt your feelings.
Yes, and that's been my problem this whole time, Coach. That's what I've been saying.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Everybody knew that though, man.
Except Revenge, because Revenge keep trying to find some legal MP, and I'm like, what legal term, bro? He's dragging it to market his product. He doesn't think he's going to win this case. He's dragging it to manipulate y'all mind as if he stands for something right.
What do you think Drake, his outcome, what do you think the perfect the outcome he sees that can really happen for him out of this? What do you think he's trying to get out of this?
Well, I think it started off as an emotional thing. And then he saw value in the marketing and how he wanted to brand himself with his audience and whoever would listen. So he's spending the money while this is happening.
So what's the brand? So what do you think he's branding himself as with his people now?
To us in the culture, we're gonna look at him like a sucker. To the people that like him, right? Like Revenge and P and them, they actually feel like there's a premise for him to stand on.
Like he's a martyr for something. Like
yes.
He's a hero.
Like they have convinced him that he's some kind of martyr in this fight. And I'm like, why? Like, this is the company that spent hundreds of millions of dollars on him. They own his recordings. They like all the money they make is off of his past catalog. Mm-hmm. So why would they do things to ruin that? They own it. They own it. So why the fuck would they care? Like, what's the point of trying to devalue something they have? Mm-hmm. It ain't like his next 5 years mean more than the first 15. I mean, it's pretty simple business. It's going to be hard for the last 5 to be better than the first 15.
I know. I wonder what his publicist is like.
Let me ask you this, right? How many times do you think this court case is going to be mentioned on Iceman? They ain't going to be mentioning
Probably,
it?
I don't know. Probably never, because he know it's some sucker shit.
I think he's mentioning it, like in a slick way.
Yeah, he probably not gonna just say it like it's the court case, but like you said, he gonna say it in a slick way. He gonna whine about it some type of way.
I'll say about 3 times. He gonna say something about it.
3 times on one song track.
On one song.
Yeah, one song. You know, he gonna whine about.
Drake seems to be under the impression that once UMG became aware of the threats of violence against him and violence to members of his security team, UMG lost any legitimate purpose for publishing the song. Let me read that again. Drake seems to be under the impression that once UMG became aware of threats of violence against him and violence to members of his security team, UMG lost any legitimate purpose for publishing a song. So this is why I say this is the greatest diss record in history.
Why?
Drake said people are really getting hurt behind this song.
But, I mean...
It's ruined his life. He said he had to take his kids out of school. His security guard got shot at the front gate.
In the bread basket.
He lost money. The shipping company took their plane back. Nike canceled his deal. They took his bookings away. He went to Australia. Nobody came to the concert. He's performing now in front of 10 people. Right now, you look at the shows on Twitter. It's only 10 people there. It's only 10 people there at the shows. I saw his last concert. There was like 12 people there in the whole arena. Not an arena full of people. It was only 12 people. Stop.
I wonder when this cup and that roll of tissue is going to come up in the lawsuit.
They got to. Kendrick
sent
them.
That was a Kendrick fan in his opinion.
Kendrick sent them. He sent them. For sure.
Shout out about the Nobody Was Here. They were on Twitter saying his next single would be titled Miranda Rights, sampling the Law and Order theme.
Wow.
Someone might really do that now. Man.
Second.
Oh, no.
Right? Hold up. He said UMG lost any legitimate purpose for publishing the song. Wrong. First, this does not comport with the language of the statute. Second, Drake did not present any independent evidence to UMG that any threat of violence against him or the violence against him stemmed only from UMG's publication of the song. So when you run around here lying and putting in that damn complaint, that's some old rat shit. That your house got shot up and then tied it to a song.
Yeah, that was crazy. Because we all know.
And the fact that Revenge and P, two brothers, sitting here trying to act like that's cool, or trying to act like it's, instead of just totally vehemently disrespecting this lawsuit, it's like a level of people trying to. I get why his fans and the white folks who hate black people, I get why they doing it. They just want niggas to lose anyway. They consistently have wanted black people to lose. They are fine with it. And if they got to use, this man as a vessel, fine. They don't give a damn. They just want us to lose. So they are down. Like, I watch a blogger, I think his name is What's the Dirt, go from acting like he got it to now it's like it's more money on the side that he's on.
Did he come
to where it's just ridiculous.
Did he come to America yet? Because he's in Canada. He's from Canada. What the Dirt do?
Nah, Tyson Garcia. Drake does have millions of black fans. Don't do that. The problem is those millions of black fans does not think this okay. Every last black person I know, except P and Revenge, is like, that's not cool. And maybe the DJ dude from Memphis, Hollywood
Oomp. Somebody
Oomp.
He popped the room the other night. Going crazy.
It's just ridiculous. And they can't even come to an agreement and say, you know what, that's wrong. Just go back to battling. Like, we can say that.
Just keep it in the streets.
I mean, not in the courtroom. Not in the civil court. Not acting like this. So I don't know how we arguing Not Like Us is not the greatest diss record. Every week it popped up. It did 1,000,007 streams. It did 1,000,003 streams. It just keep popping back up. It's probably gonna chart again this week.
I can name like 3 that's better than it.
Ain't nothing you finna name. You can name 3 that's better that you like better, but ain't none of them motherfuckers did this.
No.
One song.
I saw a list
Yeah,
track where they were doing
different
the greatest diss tracks of all time, and Not Like Us was like 5. And I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
I
about
was
that.
freaked out, but I was like 5. and the one thing named before it there were good diss songs, but it's not Like Us. I mean, like if you're just talking about for your preference, I get it.
Sure.
But just in the totality of diss songs, Not Like Us is number 1 now, for sure. It's number 1.
It's not greatness, quantifiable greatness.
I feel like it's not even debatable at this point in time.
Quantifiable great. It wasn't
So you
debatable
got
a
it.
long time ago. Quantifiable greatness.
You got it over hit him up.
Yes, I got no Vaseline over Hit 'Em Up.
I might have No Vaseline over Hit 'Em Up too.
No Vaseline was devastating.
I love No Vaseline.
The first,
Hit 'em up was
the
pretty
first
good.
Jewish man who felt the venom of hip hop wanted to sue over the diss record. That's why it's number 2.
Hit 'em up was pretty impactful though too, towards careers and stuff like that too.
Not really, because Biggie went on to sell 10 million records after.
Yeah, but I don't know if that'll happen if he ain't died like that though. You know what I'm saying?
You might have a point there, Kat.
Hypnotized was number 1 while he was breathing air.
For like a week.
The fact that it was number 1, he was dropping hit records when that was happening.
I don't think there's no offense. I don't hate the West at all, but I don't think the West would have received that album very well if he was still alive.
Trap trying to preface this
I
shit.
know. Hero try to soften it up.
I'm just saying. You think they would have
You ain't
received that?
never
I
saw
don't hate
a
the
record.
West at all.
You ain't
Look at-
never
look-
in your life.
Bro,
You ain't never in your life saw a record do this. Stop
Bro,
doing that.
I'm just saying, if life
Trap,
after
trap.
death would have,
It's never
if
happened.
life
Trap,
after death would have,
but
he
this
wouldn't
is
have died.
number 1, right?
Coach don't like him right now. He dead.
What?
That's not because of a diss record.
No, I'm just talking about he don't like Big right now. I don't think
Trap.
Big would have been received
One
in the West
diss
the
record-
same way.
Listen,
You know what I'm
Trap.
saying, though, Coach?
A diss record is making somebody sue the label that made them hundreds of millions of dollars.
Look, Trap, as far as No Vaseline and Hit 'Em Up, I mean, cool, y'all can argue that. But Not Like Us is number 1 for sure. Like, de facto. Number 1, greatest diss song of all time. Look at everything that's going on with this song. Not
Trap,
only
it's 12 months later. It's 16 months later or something, or 14 months later.
he got at one point Drake was the number 1 hip hop artist in the world. He got this dude crashing out. This dude is Drake's legacy is done. That's over with.
Let me ask you a question. When No Vaseline came out, did he finish NWA?
NWA never put out an album after that. They broke up
put out
after
an
that.
album. Drake's putting out an album. Drake's putting out an album next month.
Trap. Look at it.
He didn't
Look
finish
at what's
Drake,
happening.
Hey, Drake is crashing out, Trap. Like this is a crash
though.
out.
I understand
He
that.
made him
higher
commit
proportion.
suicide, Trap. We're slowly watching him commit suicide. Career suicide, life suicide. Right now, you see, bro,
He's
he went
unaliving
at
himself.
iHeart, Spotify, and UMG. They made him millionaires. Fuck y'all mad. Y'all put this song out. Fuck all the hundreds of millions of dollars he done made with him.
Trap,
So
have you?
can I-
This is
can-
like if you got your ass whooped and went to go fight your mama now. Like, have somebody ever
Yeah.
beat your ass so
No,
bad that you went to go
you
fight
know,
your
a birthday
parents?
party. They don't do
Hold
it.
on, hold on.
Don't bring
No.
it's a birthday party.
Happy
Don't do
birthday,
that.
Mama Trap. Tell him
Don't do
again.
that.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Tell him
Birthday
again.
party.
Tell him
Birthday
again.
was half a day. It's a
You
birthday
somebody
party.
No,
whooped
no,
your
tell
ass
him, Coach.
so bad that you went to go beat up Mama Trap? No.
That's how bad you got your ass whooped. You just went there and start fighting your mama. That's what happened.
All right.
No,
just
no.
to play devil. Go ahead.
So bad, Trap. He's fighting the people, millionaires. He's like, fuck you. Wait, he
Like
like,
somebody said the other day. Somebody said the other day. I think he said up in here. They said, "Do you ever seen a fight when the dude get hit so hard, he starts swinging at the referee after me? He starts swinging at the referee."
Yeah. Hey, I said that, Trap.
You
That's
said that, right,
twice.
Coach?
Yeah,
That's
I said
twice,
that.
Coach.
Yeah, like that's why I'm about to say it again. It's like you got hit, nigga hit you so hard, you start fighting the referee. This is what this nigga is discombobulated. He has, they got a concussion.
That's crazy. What was twice, King? What happened? What happened, King?
Oh, Coach don't get no credit for things that's being said.
No,
I forgot
I'm
who
not
said it
tripping on
exactly. I
that.
forgot who said it exactly.
It's all good.
I forgot who said it exactly. But I knew one of y'all said it. That's crazy though.
Nah, but for sure, Trap, this is the greatest diss song of all time.
It by far.
It
Whether
ain't my,
you
it might not
like
even be my favorite. Like
it's
like,
by far
this
the greatest. I ain't never saw no shit like this. It's so impressive to me. I'm like, shit. Like it's so impressive. It's so impressive. I care what Dot think about my music now.
But see, you know what it is though. Within me, are you thinking about it?
Just like if Thriller was a diss song.
Are you thinking about? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Are you thinking about it towards accomplishments, or are you thinking about it towards quality and like what it did? Like I'm saying,
all of the above.
Man, exactly. All of it, Trap. All of it together. Everything about this song is making it A1, the number one, like de facto. Like I said, I might not prefer this over Hit 'Em Up. Like to listen to him, even though Not Like Us is fire. But dude, everything all together is number one, Trap. Like I like Going Away too.
Yeah.
Second, Drake did not present any independent evidence to UMG that any threat of violence against him or violence against him stem only from UMG's publication of the song. Drake had enemies before the publication of Not Like Us. Third, it's unreasonable to argue that isolated threats of violence against Drake means that further publication of the song must be stopped. It's ridiculous. Does that mean if a song alarms or seriously annoys anyone, the song must be or the music publisher would be liable for harassment under New York law? This claim is a loser, in my opinion. By the way, Drake's clever strategy is to implicitly concede that his disses against Kendrick were factual statements, since he knows Kendrick will not sue him, for the purpose of claiming that the Not Like Us lyrics are factual statements, not a winning argument. That's what I thought he was doing. He know Dot ain't finna sue him and do none of that shit because Dot is bounded by culture. So he can present these ridiculous arguments or prove your kids are yours. He know that Dot ain't, because they can't demand that from UMG. That's not true. You can't, UMG, like the court couldn't even demand that through UMG. That's just not how it worked. Revenge, they were first saying it wasn't going to discovery because the lawsuit looked different. And just because the time of the lawsuit does not mean it's a successful lawsuit. That's ridiculous. It's so many great things about this case. You are holding on for no reason. Why is beyond me. You can't argue how the law in the United States, how the system works. But trust me and rest assured, there is no chance he wins this case. It's just not, dog. I don't get why. Like, I don't get why would you even think that that's okay in the first place?
Even though UMG did foster some of Drake's behavior with the Meek Mill situation.
They created Drake. What you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, man, stop it. You just said that's his parents. They created him.
This is something else that was interesting. Some nuggets of info. Drake said Kendrick's album artwork depicted his Toronto mansion with sex offender app markers, which I keep telling people, like I was telling homie yesterday, they don't tell you what's a PDF or if you pissed at a park. You're just a sex offender. But the art and markers don't say sex offender. Canada doesn't have sex offender registries or map accessible to public. For police only. See art below. That's not how they would do it in Canada, which means that not would be what's happening in Canada to make something happen to his house in Canada. It wouldn't work the same way.
And when they say that, when they be saying that about the he put up the artwork and show people where Drake live at. Yo, Drake is like one of those. Drake crib is like one of those. Like when you're in Hollywood and you go on a tour in Hollywood and you get to go by people's house and stuff. That's what Drake house is like in Canada. Everybody know where the embassy is at. You know what I'm saying? If you out there, they bugging though. They ain't giving no information.
Trap, I thought the same shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I didn't know where Drake lived at, but
they knew that.
I'm sure most people who in the know who care about that type of shit already knew where
it's
on
Drake Google.
They knew where it was at. So he ain't revealed nothing that ain't nobody already know.
Drake then turned into the hip hop Menendez brother. He's trying to like.
hold on. Let me hear this. How does he turn into the hip hop?
That's what I say. I want to hear it too.
If you go back to this Menendez story, the Menendez had terrible parents, and they raised a killer. They raised a guy who turned some children who turned on them and tried to kill him. Well, did kill him. In this case, Drake is gonna miss. Yeah. He ain't gonna be able to kill his parents, but he gonna try.
It makes sense now, Coach.
Drake.
It kind of did.
UMG raised a spoiled brat.
That's all it is. That's all it is. Get to some super chats.
And the fans egging this shit on.
Shout out to Marcus Mitchell. Thank you for the $10. Appreciate you, homeboy. Shout out to Natasha. Thank you for the 100 check dollars. Hi, Glasses. Have you heard the new song from Lil Yachty? And one of it, she spelled the Lil Yachty tight. In one of his songs, there's a voice in there he sang, but he would put her on a knee, put a knee on a girl's neck like George
I heard
Floyd.
that. Yeah, that was fast.
That's your boy, Trap. That's your boy.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you about that shit today.
Yeah,
I don't know what he was thinking.
That's he tripped out.
That's your boy, Trap.
It's hip hop, bro. And I heard people reference themselves as Charles Manson, so I'm not even gonna be extra hard on. It's rappers that didn't call themselves Dahmer, even though he was eating black people.
Who the hell call themselves
Dahmer?
I heard people say that.
No.
People are Manson, Gacy, Dahmer. Yeah, I'm not gonna play with that. It's a bit funny.
George Floyd, you talking about? That was crazy.
Yeah, it's like being Candy, like from Django. Like, yeah, I'm you a rapper, you got a bar, you like I'm whooping niggas like Candy, and that's a bit, you know what I mean? And Django, that's like, but look, art is art, so as long as you okay with the shit you said, because you might have a problem.
You know what that is? That's Lil Wayne. That's that Lil Wayne Emmett Till line that he did.
Yep.
That's what that is right there. He gonna get something for that right there. He can't say that.
I mean, I wouldn't mind Yachty being in a fight over that. That's cool.
Steven Jackson already on his ass.
Yeah, I know Jack on him.
You something about it? Sat Jackson something about it?
Jackson already on his ass.
Oh, Sat Jackson on him.
Shout out to Baseline. Thank you for the $5. Could you tell Joker I'm bummed he isn't on today, but tell him nicely so he doesn't diss me. I don't want that stress. What up, panel lunch table? That motherfucker's a savage. He gonna come next week. Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $10. Lucian Grange's response last night was very telling. He basically said, I own you and your music, and devaluing you would be stupid if you don't quit playing with my name. I'm going to fuck you up. And he did say that. Let me get to that real quick before we get to these super chats. Sorry, y'all can go with some more super chats. Let me read this to y'all because this shit was crazy. Like Lucian Grange he was somewhere in Monterey, California, like one of those beachside towns, like a little kind of northern up here.
He said it on video or he said it in a tweet?
No, he wrote it as a file petition.
You got to read this in the cryptic.
Let me read it, bro.
In the cryptic voice, though, because I thought he wrote it.
Oh man, it's crazy. Let me get to it. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, he sent this shit out.
That's crazy. Oh, he got at him. He really laced Cuz boots. He got at him. He's popping it. Hold up. Court doc. Pull this thing up. I should have had this thing. Forgive me, y'all. Hit that super chat once or twice. Let's see. And see, that's the problem. He finna start really telling y'all the truth. Like I told y'all, that deal ain't for no 400 million. That deal's for 40 million. He keep playing with these people. They gonna start blowing holes in everything that he about. That's just the top of it, bro. They know so much shit about that man. It's scary. Here it is right here. I found it. It's a declaration. Let me see if I can go to the declaration. Here it is. Got it. So, declaration of Sir Lucian Grange, CBE. Shout out to Lucian. Pursuant to 28 USC, Lucian Grange declare as follows. I am the chairman and CEO of Universal Music Group, NV, which is indirect parent corporation of defendant UMG Recordings, Inc. Plaintiff Aubrey Drake Graham claims that I was behind a scheme to devalue his brand through the release and promotion of Kendrick Lamar's recording, Not Like Us. An allegation that makes no sense due to the fact that the company that I run, Universal Music Group, NV, has invested hundreds of millions of dollars in Drake. including long-standing and critical financial support for his recording career, the purchase and ownership of the bulk of his recording catalog, and the purchase of his music publishing rights. It also makes no sense whatsoever as I run a publicly traded, multi-billion-dollar, multinational corporation whose operation in over 60 countries covering nearly 200 markets ultimately report up to me. Our business encompasses over 100 record labels, as well as a multinational music publishing division, global merchandise, and direct-to-consumer businesses, the worldwide Virgin Music label services, short and long-form audiovisual production, and a variety of other businesses, each with its own CEO and president and its own management structure. Collectively, these businesses issue tens of thousands of releases and products each month. My focus is on developing and implementing the global strategy that will shape UMG for generations to come. In light of this responsibility, the proposition that I am in the weeds as to release and promotion of any particular sound recording from the thousands of UMG releases throughout the world is partial. Given my role, I am accustomed and unfortunately largely resigned to personal attacks. I further recognize that a frequent strategy of UMG's litigation opponents is to attempt to waste my and UMG's time and resources with discovery of the sort that Drake is seeking here. Either in an attempt to gain media attention, which is what I said, to gain media attention, or in an effort to force some kind of commercial renegotiation or financial concessions. But given Drake's motion, I would like to make it quite clear that I had never heard the recording Not Like Us, nor ever saw the corresponding cover art or music video until they released by Interscope Records.
Okay.
Well, as part of my role, I certainly have financial oversight of and responsibility for UMG's global businesses. The proposition that I was involved in, much less responsible for, reviewing and approving the content of Not Like Us, its cover art or music video, or for determining or directing the promotion of those materials is groundless and indeed ridiculous. I declare under perjury, penalty of perjury, that the foregoing is true and correct. Executed on August 14, 2025 in Monterey, California. Signed, Lucian Grange.
That was well said.
That's shit. And I kept telling people, I'm like, bro, that would be through whoever is the president of the Republic, or you'd be mad at who's the CEO of Interscope, like John Janik. I think John Janik is the president now. Why the fuck would you name Lucian? It's bullshit. That dude cover all the groups of music. When you hear people say Universal Music Group, it ain't like when you say Rick Ross Maybach Music Group. There is no group of music under Maybach Music no more. UMG got groups of labels under them. They got people selling more records. They sell a ton of records. Kendrick and Drake is not like, yes, hey, you do good for us. You do good for us. Yes, hey, you need a favor, I got you. That nigga don't give a fuck. And why the fuck would he devalue the whole motherfucking catalog that he owns? Why? Because he don't have to. Y'all gonna keep pushing this man, and you're gonna realize it's been what I've been telling y'all the whole time. I told y'all they own that music. Y'all try to tell me they didn't. I told y'all they own that music.
Yeah.
I told you that deal don't make no sense, even the money, because that deal is for publishing and the fucking catalog. Y'all argue me down. Oh, you didn't hear him mention a show? Because he don't got nothing to do with Live Nation. But you motherfuckers be arguing, and I'm telling y'all some shit. Like I wasn't signed to these motherfuckers for 10 years. Like I don't talk to them now. I talk to the people that work there right now that's went up, that's in all kind of power positions. They're telling the nigga the truth. It's not hard to even see. The money speak for itself. But y'all spend so much fucking time trying to believe what these niggas are saying in these dumbass raps. And you got a real crip telling you this is what the truth is, homie. Take it for what you want. Take from it what you want. But you don't believe me. And then here go Lucian tell you the same dumbass thing. Hey, man, I don't give a fuck about all that dumbass shit.
And then Lucian was saying this don't even make financial sense for him. Like, why would I, if I have something that's making me money, why would I purposely fuck this up?
In a publicly traded company.
Like, why would I do this shit? but Drake is going to find out that how small he is
in the grand scheme of
this situation.
Nigga keep talking about Drake, man. I'm like, bro, they got so many people making so much money, bro. They tied into all kind of money. They don't give a fuck.
People don't understand how much $1 billion is more than $1 million. Like, but Drake about to find out what he's up against and how small he is in this situation.
Revenge. There is no discovery. You're not getting discovery. He can't compel them to do. That's a record label. They don't have no mother. Are you crazy? Like, this is my point. This is what scares me, bro. This is why the fuck would that be able to force him to take a paternity test? Think about how, this is why I'm saying y'all fandom run too deep. Y'all fandom run too deep. Done. King didn't get the other phone, bro. I'm sorry. Y'all fandom runs too deep. He's telling you the truth. Y'all keep thinking he's bigger than all of this. Y'all keep doing this. Y'all believe all this dumb shit. I keep telling you nobody bigger than the program. I made Tupac Must Die, and I told y'all nobody bigger than the program. I told y'all that then. No man is bigger than the program. I told you that, and y'all didn't listen. Them people ain't finna devalue. Why would they devalue that asset? Why? They own these songs. Why? They're promoting the songs now. Why? They're promoting his shit now. Why? The judge did not say hand over the discovery. That's a lie. Nobody, you can't, discovery is not to say no paternity test. What the hell are you talking about? UMG don't have no P as does it actually request he take a paternity test or just any doc UMG has on the matter. What the fuck documents would UMG have on a paternity of Kendrick's kids? What would they have on that? You think when you get a record today, like, we need to get a paternity test on y'all kids, so just in case what? Why the fuck would they have any type of shit going on to where UMG would have access to Dave Free and Dot's text? Why? Why would they have access to that? You think UMG can go tell Kendrick, well, you need to take a paternity test? Are you fucking bro? It's like y'all not black. I don't get what the fuck is wrong. What the fuck? Serving Kojo is fine. You're not going to win in that. You're not going to win nothing. I told you, Revenge, when we first talked about it. You worked in a business. I keep telling you, the connection points and all this shit's so fucking far away, you were never connected. They have been doing this shit for millions, and Drake for sure is not the nigga, and his paper ain't long enough to do what it would take to even prove that. This is all about fucking with y'all mind and marketing y'all to make y'all treat him like a martyr. That motherfucker not dumb. He know goddamn well he not finna win this case. He know that fucking judge gonna see that they dissing each other. They not gonna be able to prove that what he said is truth. He's doing it for y'all. And the fact that y'all going for it is unbelievable.
He might be trying to win the case of public opinion.
But that's my point. That's all it's about.
Yeah, he might be trying to do that shit.
Shout out to DJ Slug. Yeah. Labels smear you to give you a lower value. That's not true. Why the fuck? How could they smear you to give you a lower value if your records are streaming? How? He has a #1 stream catalog at Universal. He's a #1 stream artist with rappers right now. What the fuck are you talking about? How could his fucking negotiation power be hurt if his music is streaming what is streaming? The thought is fucking dumb. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like how? Where would he say he lost what? How would this devalue him in a negotiation? Well, you know what? Your songs is streamed, but you lost this battle, so we can't give you this next time. What the fuck are you talking about? He's doing it for y'all. He's figured out a way to market in the face of it, but he's doing it at the expense of the culture. He don't give two fucks. He don't give a fuck about you.
Oh, he's proving that now.
Y'all talking about, well, he think he gonna. No, he don't. No, he fucking don't think he gonna win. No, he not.
Back up.
He is marketing. He using the opportunity to market, and he's marketing. But the thing is, he's marketing it based off of what he's on. Drake record streaming all the same right now. So how would his negotiation power be hurt? He's the #1 streamed artist of 2025. So what that mean? Like, well, we ain't gonna give you that much money because you lost this battle. You niggas that made up some dumb shit after all these years. You ain't never seen a battle hurt nobody negotiation power. Now all of a sudden there's some new shit. Who took what back from him? Did he still not book? King, did you see we was at the festival for 3 nights in a row? You see all them people that was there? The check cleared. Did the shipping company, you see that fucking ghastly wrapped plane and shit with all the fucking aisles and all that dumbass shit? Did the shipping company take their plane back? No. They didn't give a fuck he lost the battle. You know who give a fuck he lost the battle? We do.
I don't even think we gave that much of a fuck that he lost that battle. I mean, I think we looked at it like a battle. Like, okay, nigga, you lost, and we would have, if Drake would have done none of this shit that he's doing right now, he could have came back.
Records.
Yes, he could have came back from this battle and it would have been fine. And niggas like, real street niggas. I'm not saying I'm a real street nigga, but real street niggas, whoever, they would have been fine with him too. He would have went back to being Drake.
You either got a good jam or you don't.
Yes, that's it.
Just like when Jay lost to Nas, you either got a good jam or you don't. And Drake's private jet, Air Drake, is owned by the Canadian logistics company Cargo Jet. Cargo Jet did not come get their plane. That powder blue fucking plane. Cargo Jet didn't come get their plane. Take all this owl shit off of here. Take all this OVO shit off. You lost to Kendrick. You lost to that nigga from Compton. You can't fly our plane no more. We cannot be associated with a loser like you. Stop with the bullshit.
Drake is doing more to Drake than Kendrick could have ever done. Drake is fucking his own shit up. He's fucking his own image up. Now it's indirectly from Kendrick, what happened with the battle, but
Drake's private jet, Air Drake, is owned by the Canadian logistics company Cargo Jet. It wasn't a purchase, but rather a gift to Drake as part of a promotional partnership. Cargo Jet gifted the Boeing 767 to Drake in 2019. You could fly our planes. In return, Drake uses the plane for his travels and promotes Cargo Jet on his social media, essentially acting as a brand ambassador. This arrangement provides Cargo Jet with a significant exposure and helps Drake with his travel needs. If that's the case, why would you think Cargo Jet would give their motherfucking plane to somebody that was messing with little children? Nobody thinks that. Did the gambling company say, you know what? We don't want you over there. You messing with Millie Bobby Brown. So trust me, they would be the first ones to pull out. They pulled out on Puff, and Puff was having a bunch of sex orgies with grown-ups. They pulled out on Puff so fast. Oh, no, you out. You think for 2 seconds, y'all got to stop. Y'all got to stop. Y'all got to stop. This shit crazy. Y'all sitting back trying to act like this shit makes sense. Oh, glasses, shut up. Stop. Everybody want me to think I'm crazy. I ain't crazy. Fuck that. Y'all crazy. Get back to these fucking super chats. Y'all crazy asses sitting right here talking crazy. Shout out to DMac215. Thank you for the $5. Glasses. Drake is not like us for real, obviously. He might be like Revenge of P or something. He not like the Loke for sure. He's not like the LOC. No, he not. I don't think he like Culture King neither. So I don't know who the fuck he like. Shout out to Karen De Silva. Thank you for the 10 euros. Hey guys, I'm so glad I lived to see the day the spirit of King David come in the form of Kendrick to kick Goliath ass and bring him down. Big love to the Trap. The Barry White voice, that part right there.
That was a good analogy.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah, that was a good analogy.
The spirit of David. Ooh, nigga had the spirit of David in it.
That was good.
Put hands on that boy. Shout out to Pete. Thank you for the $5. Talking with Lawyered Up is not external damage, but if UMG failed in this fiduciary responsibility to him, they didn't. And that's not what he's saying. That's not the lawsuit. Nobody would argue if they said, hey, you didn't spend enough money. We'd be minding our business. handle your business. But it's not a fiduciary responsibility why those songs didn't blow up. Family Matters just ain't as good as Not Like Us. Not Like Us is a better record. The way records work, how you test records, Family Matters wouldn't even test. The radio stations will play every song, man, if it tests, especially from Drake.
Niggas can't believe he just lost.
They cannot. They like, he's just too fucking great. How can Drake lose?
He just lost. That's it,
he
guys.
Just lost, cuz.
He just lost. He just lost. That's it.
Shout out to Corey Wallace. Thank you for the $5. Fat Joe, Mace, Cameron, Gilly, Math, Hoffa, Nori, Bagview are all bought and paid Drake fans with OVO time. It looked like it. Shout out to Cam, who is person that invested in my career early on. I love that nigga with all my heart, but it do look like he paid for it. Fat Joe fuck with homie, but y'all got to at least be honest. Mace too, you too. Y'all can't be, y'all know goddamn well you can't be suing nobody. Imagine somebody sued you, Mace, over the shit you said. Cameron, imagine Jay-Z sued you. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Gilly, Math, Hoffa, all the homies, Bagful, even S on them. I see S on them saying that old crazy shit. I'm like, S, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Stop trying to find yourself against the West Coast, man. Stop using anything to go against the West. Y'all don't even hate niggas like that. Y'all know goddamn well this shit is whack and it's not cool. Say it. Fat Joe, Jada, say this is not cool. Imagine being sued your fucking ass. The hell are y'all doing? You can't hate the West this much that you'll be okay with a motherfucker suing somebody. You know that's out of pocket. You know that's wrong, and you supposed to say it's wrong. That's not right. Mace and Cameron, y'all supposed to say that's not right. Don't try to make it about no fucking label. Y'all know they suing him over this boy's song. All y'all labels and promoted diss records too. Stop with the bullshit. That shit crazy. Y'all sitting back right there off this fake ass disdain for the West. Y'all don't even dislike the West. Unless I just didn't know and y'all act like y'all cool and y'all don't. I don't know. Because I swear to God, y'all all solid niggas to me. But maybe y'all just don't like the flock of us. And you would just let another motherfucker sue in the middle of hip hop because he lost a battle and you not going to stand up against that?
All niggas who been in battles and did not sue.
All the niggas who made their whole career off talking shit about niggas. All you niggas.
Cameron disputing right in the dispute
Every
right
last
now.
one of y'all made y'all shit off talking shit about motherfuckers, and now you think it's cool. No, you don't.
Battling Omar Gooding right now.
Right now, Cam and Omar is battling. Omar should sue Cam. What the fuck? Shout out to the homie Omar Gooden too, man. We got a dope song coming. D. Perry, thank you for the $5. Drake is trying to get a win by embarrassing Dot and ruining a black man's reputation. He's a white supremacist. I'm fucking crying. Dude look funny though.
But UMG about to show him he's black.
UMG for shit for sure. He finna get the blackest treatment he got in his life after this case.
Figure it out.
Shout out to Bompton Baby Girl 1 Trey 5. What's up? Thank you for that $5. I don't know. I guess it's the Compton in me. I never trusted Drake. Never liked his music. Now I don't like him as a person. I don't like his pedigree at all. Damn. Rat ass nigga. That part, BPT. That part right there. I ain't never really cared enough. This is the first time I had to care. Like the Meek Mill battle was the first time I really had to care. Before that, I looked at Drake like this really talented musician that was signed to the label. Feel me? Hella dope. That was Wayne thing. And he was popping. And he was dope. I never cared. I never had to care until the Meek Mill battle. Then I cared. I was like, damn, man, stand up for yourself, homie. Like, don't let people just do you any kind of way as a man. Now I gotta care because you're doing some old boof ass shit. Just buster at, just a fucking buster, dog. Just, oh man, you know, the song, you guys, shut these people that made you hundreds of millions.
We missed the Drake that got peed on and let it slide.
Exactly. Should have fucked it up there. Yeah. Shout out to Natasha. Thank you for the check, $50. The judge went hard on Drake lawyers and she almost ethered against them. I don't know. I ain't really been keeping up with too much of it, but I know how that's going to play out. It's just, that's how defamation is a little more trickier when it comes to art. Shout out to JW. Thank you for the $5. Shout out from Longview, Texas. Much love to Texas. Home of San Francisco 49er left tackle Trent Williams. Shout out to Trent. Do your thing this season, homeboy. Shout out to Bonta Baby Girl 1 Trey 5. Thank you for the $2. When I hear real motherfucking G's, I think of Drake. I'm crying. Shout out to Natasha. Thank you for that check, $50. Glasses. This is what Charlemagne the God did and said, and have him donkey of the day. I understand why he does. Ooh, you talking about Drake? Yeah, it's definitely looking very donkeyish. Shout out to my boy Nick. I'm glad you got all that shit. King put all that shit together. That whole package for you and Fatima. So anybody that goes to www.thecripstore.com and buys merch, King is hooking everybody up from the lunch table. So make sure y'all DM us and tell us y'all get it, and King will hook y'all up. He gave Nick a bunch of fly shit, and I still got to send autograph CDs to y'all, but he wanted to make sure he got y'all shit out. So shout out to
right
King
away.
for that.
Yeah, my bad, Nick and Fatima.
Yeah, but he got y'all right. He got y'all a bunch of dope shit. So if y'all head over to www.thecripstore.com, grab something, just DM me on Instagram, tell me, and I'll tell King, and he'll make sure he make a really dope package. Again, you got to take care of the people that take care of you. So it's all love.
Fatima, and I guess Nick.
Shout out to C Hendo, my boy. C Hendo, what up, Chris? Thank you for the $2. Keep on working, fellas. That part. Shout out to Natasha. Thank you for the 50 check dollars. Charlemagne the God said at the Breakfast Club he gave Lil Yachty the donkey of the day about this George Floyd race. Yeah, like C ain't going for that old anti-black talk. That he ain't with that shit. So that's cool. Long as Yachty can stand it. If somebody want to kick his ass, he gonna have to squabble. All the shit that come with talking your shit. So
I wouldn't mind seeing.
You know, I ain't gonna say nothing about it because I understand how the art go, but you also got to be able to stand on the shit you saying, knowing that could make people feel uncomfortable.
I think Coach said he want to fight Yachty.
No, I never did not say that.
Shout out to K-Way. Thank you for the $20. These motherfuckers are so far gone. I like how you did that. Brainwashed in the worst way. All Drake is doing is ruining a smear campaign by asking for these outlandish docs. They don't even realize UMG is pissed at Drake for even battling his ego. Fucked up the money. Yes, he did. That's all I've been saying, K-Way. Nigga fucked up the money, bro. Shout out to Pete. Thank you for the $10, my boy. I don't like the case. I'm also no expert on legal, so my stance is to watch it play out. But my issue is with the conversation or on assumption of what he feels, thinks, or exactly what's going on with his finances. I agree with you in a sense that that's true. These are assumptions of why he's doing it. But logically, Nick, you deduce into this place based off of real facts that you do know. So the real facts that I do know is the facts of what's being paid out and why it's being paid out. So I can tell you why it wouldn't make sense based off of that. So I can't speak to his emotional state, but I can tell you based off the facts and the consistency of what's happening, some of these things don't make sense, which is why I can figure it's emotional, if that makes sense. I know it just sounds crazy. Shout out to DMAC215. Thank you for the $5. Glasses, revenge is delusional. Man, my boy be going through it over there. Boy, them dudes can't take that loss. Shout out to Baseline. Thank you for the $2. Drake could have asked for a fade, but didn't. Shake him. Exactly, Baseline.
Drake don't want to fight.
That's all he had to do was ask the man for, even if he lost. That's all he had to do was ask for a fade, bro. A simple fade. Even if you lost, you look better. You don't have to fight him in front of all of us. You could have just met up with him. Trust me, if he want to fade, the homie gonna give him his fade. I wouldn't have to convince Dot to give him his fade. I only got to even ask Dot. I'm telling you, I know who this nigga is at his core. That's like if you ask me for a fade, I'm gonna just run your fade.
Drake, but like you said, Drake ain't the local. Drake ain't taking fades.
Shout out to AMN Real. Bro, on the left look like Morgan Freeman. I'm sorry.
No, he did. No, they didn't say I look like Morgan Freeman.
He did say that.
That's fucked up.
That's not the first time somebody said that.
Morgan Freeman.
You do kind of look like Morgan.
That's not the first time. I'm not even mad at that either.
What's happening?
That's a compliment.
Yeah, to King.
I'm not gonna say it's a compliment.
Morgan,
I'm not gonna say it's a compliment, but I'm not mad at it.
Shout out to Nick. Aubrey can't squabble. He gonna scratch and pull hair. Well, scratch. Pull some hair. He got hair. Pull it. Just don't make a fool out yourself.
Them niggas be the hardest people to fight too.
Them hair, them scratchers and hair pullers.
I don't even know how to fight them niggas.
So yeah, it's look. The law feels. Shout out to Revenge. Haha, King need front row seats though. Nigga said, "Do it."
Front row seats or what?
I don't know what Revenge thought. Revenge got some crazy shit going on. We never got to this white crime thing last Monday.
I'm not fighting nobody. Is that okay? The white crime thing.
Yes. I mean, I was talking to Charlemagne. He said the same thing to me, and I really just looked at him crazy, like their affinity for the mafia, but they hate gangsters.
That was too much.
Shout out to
me.
Pete. Just like the battle had no upside for Drake, it wouldn't have an upside for the Fade either. He might. I mean, you never know. You got to fight a fight to win. I like his chances more in a fight than in a battle.
No.
Really?
I think the upside in the fight
A
would
punch is different. One punch could just change a fight.
If he won the fight, it would have meant a lot more for Drake winning the fight than the battle. Like if he would have won the battle, I think it would have been cool. But if he would have beat up Kendrick, oh man.
Yeah, but if Kendrick would have beat him up, it wouldn't have meant nothing because everybody else is beat.
It would have meant less for Kendrick to beat him up.
That's what I'm saying. Kendrick wouldn't
like that's. Oh yeah, that's a good point. In the fight, Kendrick wouldn't have nothing to prove.
Yeah,
nothing to prove.
Like it's almost the shoes on the other foot in the fight.
Shout out to Revenge Hunker Drake fight. He's a man. He got 2 fists, so you gotta be able to do something.
No, he let people piss on him and do all that.
Maybe he's scared to fight. Maybe he was scared to fight at the time.
Maybe okay. Using maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. Like that would be, I can't speak to his emotional state, but it don't look good.
I guess he's like the new generation, fight behind paper and TVs and internet and stuff and not in person.
I mean, maybe he can't fight. Y'all can't just say the man can't fight, dog. I don't know.
I think Drake can fight, and I think he got a lot of rage in him. I think whenever he does choose to fight somebody one of these days,
boy.
he gonna really hurt somebody.
He got that white boy rage.
Yeah, he got that white boy rage.
Yeah, is that what you want to say, Coach?
Drake gonna shoot up the
He got that white boy rage.
He gonna shoot up the mall.
Drake probably fight with his face.
Yeah,
but
yelling and screaming and stuff and just going crazy. Yeah, he might snap like that.
Hey, but G, okay, so what we talking about this white crime? What are you talking about?
Why is it that people sensationalize mafia movies but talk bad about gangbangers?
What you mean, Coach, by white crime and what you saying?
No, because that's what G question was. He was I wanted to understand what his question was with the white crime situation.
Why do you think they hate Crips or Bloods but they love mafia movies?
That's the question.
Yeah, you know the obvious answer to that.
I mean, it's black people though.
Yeah, you know what it is.
What's the obvious answer for black people?
Oh, you saying why black people are do that?
Charlemagne loves his favorite film because it's one of those mafia movies. What's the one with homie that was in it was Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro. They in every damn mafia movie.
We got
but the other dude told on him and he was the star of the movie.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You talking about it's a dude's name. Oh, you talking about the one with Al Pacino?
Goodfellas. Shout out to No Good. Goodfellas.
Okay.
He like, that's his favorite movie. And I'm like, well, how could you hate gangbangers, but you like Goodfellas? Like, why do people think that something better is happening or different?
I feel like those people got caught by propaganda.
Well, not just that. I also know people that told me this. People have told me this, that because they feel that gangs is unorganized and that was organized. This is what people have told me.
But a lot of the issues with mob is because, I mean, you could say they try
I'm just saying though, this is what they try to say, that gangs is unorganized.
That's the argument. Okay.
But the mafia was organized. They was an organized thing, but the gangs you guys just are so unorganized and just do whatever.
Shout out to Nick.
Difference they try
Drake's
to say.
the true Beverly Hills of hip hop. No, Kanye is the true Beverly Hills of hip hop.
Facts.
Drake is the true Canada of hip hop.
No, Drake is just not in hip hop. Drake is Madonna if Madonna could rap.
I feel like Drake was in hip hop, then he got the boot.
Okay. When Drake first came out, niggas knew Drake was on some bull. Like, it was different.
I feel like you.
No, everybody knew.
I can't understand what Glasses.
Yeah, everybody knew that. Everybody used to
now.
look at him, call him soft. They didn't fuck with it. Like, they fuck with his
P.O.
songs, but they didn't fuck with him. Like, he was looked at a bit crazy, but he had jamming ass songs and, he conducted himself like he had some sense. But then what happened was, after the Meek Mill battle, he started to ingratiate himself in
to hip hop,
to where he started to talk like what he thought we talked like. He started to speak the way we speak. He started to do songs and try to get deeper into it and pop it and all of the above. And he started to live like that. He started to threaten people and put pressure on people and, was all this high power shit. And then Doc came and just smacked him and made him remember, like, yeah, you really ain't on this program.
You know, it's so funny when you say that long, because you've been saying he was pop for years and years. You've been saying Drake was pop. But now it seems like he is a plant, because when you say they're trying to gentrify, hip hop, and he was the perfect person that tried to take hip hop to pop. You know what I'm saying? Because he blurred the lines.
But it's not about taking hip hop to pop. So the same thing that happened to rock and roll. Okay, look at it like this. The Isleys' first hit record is a rock and roll song.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody told them that they wasn't going to invest money into black rock and roll anymore, so they started doing R&B.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, R&B wasn't always a popular genre the way you would think. Blues was the first kind of big genre.
Yeah.
R&B was like Louis Jordan and some other dudes that wasn't necessarily the biggest thing. But when they realized that they was going to put a white face on rock and roll, people started to find out. And there were people who kept doing rock and roll, but they couldn't get budgets.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you don't make the switch, Drake kind of became like their first true segue to getting people to see hip hop not in the face of street urban culture.
So redefining hip hop.
So you think Drake more than Kanye?
Yes, because Kanye is from Southside Chicago, so automatically he's associated.
You keep saying that.
I mean, it matters. Like, you can't imagine a Southside Chicago. It's different. It's hard. It's like,
what if he never came off the porch?
I'm not disagreeing, but you can't imagine how difficult that is. Like, that's a hard thing to imagine, of Kanye not being street urban culture.
Do you think Kanye kind of cracked the door open and then Drake kind of kicked it open? Like, because Kanye kind of
good point,
cracked the door a little bit for guys for hip hop not to be so street urban, or
no, because we had people like that before. We had De La, we had Tribe, we had a lot of people. Did
they get when we go to pop? I think for you to be start off as a hip hop artist and then you become pop, you got to hit a certain type of popularity. Do you think Kanye was the first guy of that ilk to hit that type of popularity?
No. Snoop has always been more popular.
But I'm not saying, but Snoop is street urban though. I'm talking about a guy who's not street urban.
But I think that's the problem. If I knew Kanye wasn't street urban, I would name him first. The problem is to imagine somebody from Southside Chicago not being street urban culture with a black mother right here in Southside Chicago. Maybe if they was raised in Bel Air or if they was raised in Beverly Hills, sure, even as a black person. But I couldn't imagine. It's very hard to imagine.
Okay, so you're talking about what he actually is more than his persona he put out.
Perception.
Because none of us truly
know what he actually is.
You said what he had to go through. You can imagine what he had to go through growing up in South Chicago.
You can't imagine Southside Chicago not having a brother.
Junior high,
yeah, like you're gonna immediately start to see that it's gonna be hard to make that argument. It's why I always tell you all the time, it's not out of my fandom. It's because he's from Southside Chicago, bro. Like, how the fuck could you not have a street urban experience in Southside Chicago?
Okay, and I get you. Facts. Everything is facts. But then when he starts getting into his music and his career, and then he starts, Marilyn Monroe and all this, Polo and all these other white people, and he starts big up in them. Do we then say like he's trying to separate himself from street urban culture? And
well, I think he started to market himself into a pop space. It's a little different. Like, being a pop artist and making pop music, they don't all have to be the way you think. Like, it's people who make unsuccessful pop music.
And that's my point too. So, and that's my thing with Kanye, because he didn't make unsuccessful pop music because he really became a pop star. And he kind of distanced himself from street urban culture. Did that make him kind of the first hip hop artist who went pop, who wasn't a street urban guy?
No, because nobody could imagine him not being raised in street urban culture, being in Southside Chicago. That's the difference.
You think the masses thought that? I mean, yes. I like guys like you who kind of delve into things.
Most people called him he's a backpacker, a Louis backpack.
Yeah, dude, that sound street urban to you?
I mean, yes, because I know some people in the ghetto who want to wear that type of stuff that come from where I come from. It's just hard for us to imagine a person from Southside Chicago with a black mother. That's why I always said, like, he do 1,000 things that make me look crazy, but I cannot imagine him not being raised in some level of street urban culture. So I can't say he's not. Drake is different. Drake is somebody.
Drake is definitely different.
Drake grew up in a certain all-set suburb of Toronto with a Jewish mother, right, in a Jewish community, and he went to Jewish high schools in Canada.
Drake is definitely there. I agree with you there, you know, but I'm just kind of wondering if there was no Kanye. Did Kanye kind of set the table for Drake?
No, I think Kanye definitely is the door that got Drake through, but you know, again, it's still a big difference between those two.
I agree with that. I do agree that there's a big difference between them.
You know what I mean? It's a big difference.
He is from Canada. He is from Chicago. He did have a black mother, raised in a different type of area.
Yeah, and it's not impossible for him not to be raised in street urban culture. It's just hard for us to imagine because it's in Southside Chicago. Chicago is like you give a lot of, it's a lot of blackness that you think of when you think of Southside Chicago. You know what I mean? So again, maybe if somebody did a bunch of research and people who know him, Jua and John Manop and certain homies, like they'll probably be able to, if they wanted to tell the truth, they could say exactly what it is.
It's just easier to give him the benefit of the doubt because of his.
Yes, it's hard to take it from him. That's why I'm telling you, like, yes, he said a lot of shit that made me think like, damn, I ain't never met a brother like that. But it's hard for still, like, it's Southside Chicago. You know what I mean? With a sister as his mother.
And I guess that's why it's a little more disappointing to me in Kanye. I'm a little more disappointed in Kanye. Like Drake, I think we kind of all felt.
None of us is disappointed in Drake.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of think we all was like, all right.
All I expected Drake was to be a man. And that was a push because he did a bunch of punk shit before where I thought as a man he should have, like the Meek Mill was the first time as a man that I was like, damn, that was solid. Like, you know, it's still like I'm still a Cash Money nigga at heart, bro. So I want good things to happen for anybody that Birdman or Lil Wayne signed. They changed my life. So I don't want to speak down on their product.
Was you going for Drake in that battle?
Which one? In the Meek Mill battle? No, I didn't. I wasn't really picking.
Okay.
I just wanted him to stand up and put on a good showing.
Okay.
I thought that was a perfect time for Drake to put on a good showing.
And this was after you seen some of the other events that happened to
Drake.
Yeah,
like you.
So you was like, bro, don't let this nigga pee on your leg.
You can't be a bitch your whole
life. Okay,
like,
all right, I got
like,
you.
Stand, like, you don't, this ain't a fight, bro. Like, get in the booth, go put together some dope raps. You know what I mean? Stand up for yourself. You know, like, I just wanted him to stand up for himself.
Right.
And if Meek would have won the battle, that's cool. They could battle. But, you know, and I'm thinking I was wrong on that. Even if I didn't like how Meek did it, Meek was right to speak out like, man, this dude ain't really hip hop.
Right.
He don't even write his own rap. He's a pop artist.
I got a question for you because this is what kind of confuses me. When we say pop, because I remember, like you said, well, I remember years ago, it was supposed to be like the popular person or popular music and stuff. So how did can hip hop fit within pop? Because it's just about the popular person, or did pop become something different than the popular music?
So some things in hip hop go popular.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gin and Juice at this point is a pop song.
So, because it transformed.
Right.
Okay. So that's what I want to make understanding.
And then there's some songs that are popular songs created. Like Thriller is a pop song created.
Okay.
It was intended to be digestible to the masses. It's okay. It's like the difference when Taco Bell versus tacos from, I mean, you'd have been out in California enough to eat Mexican tacos. Taco Bell is a pop take on Mexican cuisine.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So Taco Bell was intended to be pop cuisine.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Versus King Tacos in LA. That's a cuisine that went popular.
Okay.
You get the difference?
Yeah.
Like one was made for the average American to enjoy based off of what they already like.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is based off true Mexican cuisine and it just got popular.
Okay.
So it's two ways to get to pop status.
Yeah.
Drake was a pop artist from the first day.
Right. Right.
Taco Bell is Mexican food. Taco Bell is American cuisine based off Mexican food. Like Drake does rap that's based off the concept of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
He does a pop song where he raps, but it's not hip hop. He doesn't understand quite the street urban culture that he's using. He don't have enough experience to express it artistically. So he could take the surface of what's happening and then make a jamming song.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like when I first heard Flow Rider, I felt like it was pop when I heard it.
Who?
Flow Rider.
Yeah, but Flow Rider makes pop music.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think he made pop music. I think he came out making pop music. And like how you said Snoop, he made his music, but then it became pop. because it became popular.
Shout out to Corey Jackson who says something. Pop music is formulaic. It typically doesn't have the same staying power as I don't know how you pronounce that. Substantial, or I think he meant substantial music. But isn't that ironic? That's how the food works too. Like pop stream, like main cuisine, like McDonald's is not made to stick on you for a long time. Not like homemade food or like Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? Trip off how when you eat that, you be hungry later. You ain't never noticed like all that pop cuisine and pop music is kind of the same essence.
That's actually a good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that might have been Glass's best food analogy ever. That was great.
So it's like, to me, it's like with Drake, like I just wanted him to, bro. Cash Money mean the world to me, bro. I don't even talk to Stunner Man all the time, like, you know what I mean? I don't talk to Wayne barely, but I want great things for them. Kendrick is my friend. This is different too, but I'm not saying this because Kendrick is my friend. Like, I'm not gonna give Dot anything but my support. I'm not finna lie for him. I'm not gonna tell y'all he a tough nigga and he a buster for him or nothing. If he didn't show me he was tough, I wouldn't be up here saying he wasn't tough. If he didn't show me he was street, I wouldn't be up here saying he was street. I'd be telling you that's my boy and I got my nigga back. I got homies as punks. And I'll tell you, man, that nigga ain't on that timing, but, you know, I'm on that timing. You know what I mean? Like, Head and Dot are different. Head is like a dude that's a tech geek. He from where we from, but Head ain't on that bullshit. Dot is on that bullshit. Dot is on that bullshit. Head ain't on that bullshit. Head will stand up and fight if he have to. But most of the time, that ain't what we pushing Head. Dot, I don't got to push Dot into nothing. Dot is on the bullshit. He then probably got worse as an adult, as a man. He not playing. That's who he always been. He ain't never been playing. So I'm not going to lie for Dot because he's a friend of mine.
Maybe that's the difference between a pop rap fan and a hip hop rap fan. Because I feel like if Dot would have done some bullshit, his fans could have just looked at him like that's bullshit. Like Drake, I think that's the real problem with Drake fans. They can't just be like, we like Drake,
but this is wrong.
That's wrong. But this is not right. This is uncool.
Yeah, and that's all they had to say. That's what kills me. So, like, my issue would even be Drake. I'm not upset at Drake. I'm upset at his fans that are from the culture or raised in some level of the culture. That's who I'm upset with.
Those might be pop rap fans, though. Maybe they're not really hip, like real hip hop guys. Like maybe they're more Drake. Maybe, I mean, not more Drake because, like I said, like you said, he's from Canada. They're not from Canada, but they might be more pop rap fans because they can't just let it go.
P is from up north, Northern California. Revenge is from Memphis.
Man, they should have some real music history inside them from the
places. Might be pop rap fans.
Man, they shouldn't be no pop rap fans from there.
Might be.
Damn.
Because I feel like
Memphis?
Like G just said, Kendrick is his homeboy. If Kendrick would have done any of this shit, I'm sure he would have got a call from G.
Boy, what?
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Text I would have been hitting that with. Bro, what in the punk ass shit you got going on?
Happening right now, bro.
Man, I'd have been on that nigga FaceTime. Man, what the fuck is up with you?
And I think real Kendrick fans would have been.
Man, I'd have been on Dot ass,
like,
dog.
Why the fuck are you doing this?
Man, I'd have been on Dot ass. Hey, homeboy, what's this?
The same reason why
the nigga had one line, dog. I remember being on him like, what the fuck is that? Like, what's this?
But you know, it's so funny when it first started, they was on Kendrick's ass. Like Drake was doing something that first one.
Yeah,
but
niggas was talking. His fans was on him like, no, nigga.
They was on Kendrick's ass,
bro. We would do that though. Even when
I'm just saying though, it's facts though. It was like that.
Yeah, we would do that. Even when he dropped that one album. What's that shit called, man?
Mr. Morale.
A lot of Kendrick fans were upset about this album.
Like, man, what's up with this?
They didn't like it. I was one of them. I was kind of like, I don't know about this.
It's facts though. They do get on.
They won't even let a nigga be an artist.
You know.
Look, we're not saying you can't like Dot and Drake Revenge. Obviously, you can. I'm explaining where I'm at with it. I'm not saying this because Dot is my homeboy. Dot is my homeboy. That's period. I'm gonna stand with Dot, period, right or wrong. But I'm also gonna say he wrong. But I'm still riding. We still on the bullshit. We'll talk about that later. And I'll tell y'all, no problem. When I don't like some shit about Dot, I tell y'all that all the time. I don't give a fuck about nothing. Nick, I'm glasses low. Like I have to make sure I'm okay. Dot is fine. That motherfucker got barrels of money. He's straight. He got a solid reputation in the city. People love him. Even if they don't listen to his music, they love him. His family he is a solid name. It's a respect for him. He don't gotta do nothing extra, but make sure he don't make none of us look bad. That's his only job. Don't make us look bad. That's all our job in hip hop. Don't make your delegation look bad. Don't make who you representing look bad. And Dot did a great job of not making us look bad, so we stood with him. Feel me? He didn't make us look bad. He walked the dog when it was time. Win, lose, or draw.
Is Revenge was born in Memphis, or he just moved there?
I don't know.
Because he don't talk like somebody from Memphis. He did.
I think Revenge.
You don't understand.
I think Revenge be trolling, dog.
Yeah, because he don't talk like. I know people from Memphis. I got some family.
My brother from Memphis. That's why when he said, that's why I was so weirded out when he said he's from Memphis. My brother from Memphis.
Yeah, he don't talk like somebody from Memphis.
Hey, where 3 6 Mafia at, bro? Like what's
yeah, like
3 6 Mafia do this shit?
Like,
come on, man.
3 6 Mafia do this shit crazy.
Man, they got the real history of music down there to tell you some secrets. This nigga's not from Memphis.
Shout out to D-Mac. Thank you for the $2. But on the left King looks like an old kung fu master.
I like it. I like that. I like that.
I could kind of see that.
Let's get a cartoon.
Shout out to Bompton Baby Girl 1 Tray 5. Thank you for the $5. Shout out to all my Rosecrans baby. I know bitches from the turf harder than Drake. We get down for real.
I thought that was you talking at first.
I know her.
And that's how what is this? And I know just what she's saying. She's right too. It's some cold motherfucking girls off Rosecrans. They own that shit. Shout out to Nisha28. Thank you for the $5. At this point, just give Dot Pac's ring and lay low. Rest in peace, Nate Dogg. Happy Cake Day, NH.
That's going to be a conversation.
Give him Pac's ring. Shout out to Nichelle Maddox. Thank you for the $2, Queen. Appreciate that. Natasha, thank you for the check, $50. Glasses. Is Kendrick paying attention to this lawsuit and things which were mentioned about his kids and DV and any violence against Whitney? Yeah, but really, don't none of us take that shit serious. We'll beat them people ass. I don't even lie. Even with the Toronto show, all the homies went to the Toronto. Man, we not tripping. Come on, man. This is what we do. We from the coast. We from the land. Like, this is what we do. We own that shit. We invite all the bullshit. That's just how we is.
I don't think they understand when you said be on that shit. I think they really don't understand.
I get it, and I don't want to say it, but we on what you on.
I don't think they understand exactly what you mean.
Shout out to DJ Slug. K-Dot needs to get J. Cole. You can't let it slide, right? Your first was classic. Your last shit was tragic. Your second shit put y'all to sleep, but they gassed it. You see, you apologize. That was a smart man.
Yeah. I guess the best way to say when you on your shit is when they bring something, we bring it back more.
Yeah, you know? we invite the energy.
We bring it back more.
That's what the West do.
Man, and we match the energy. And I don't think J. Cole, Kendrick matching J. Cole energy at this point.
J. Cole said he didn't want it.
Yes.
He was sorry.
Match the energy.
He said the homie could hit him in the face. He wasn't tripping. Energy. He understood. So we ain't got to talk about Cole no more in battles or nothing. Cole said he didn't want anything. He apologized, said, I'm sorry.
One thing they don't understand, the West Coast ain't bullies.
No.
We just don't bully anybody. You know, just be starting stuff and bullying motherfuckers.
Shout out to P. I'm not Drake fan. I got respect for his crowd. I went away. Damn it. I was trying to get. I'm sorry, King. I didn't mean to cut you off. Let me see.
Are you all right?
I'm not a Drake fan. I got respect for his talent and how he came up and what he done for his camp. I don't think it's my place to judge what he doing because I don't know him in that this is his career. No, yes, you do. Yes, you do. What's expected of all of us is what you have a right to judge. It's expected unless you're conceding that he's not hip hop. Now, if you're conceding he's not hip hop, I'm with you. Then concede it. Concede it.
You want to say Drake is not?
Shout out to Levante Rogers. Thank you for the $2. Chicago, LA. Brothers, baby. Brothers. Same energy right here and there. No, J. Cole apologized. So, you know, you can't bully him once he says sorry.
Yeah.
But J. Cole been tripping ever since Control, dog. Control wasn't a diss record. We got to talk about that one day. Control was not a diss record. Control is what we used to do to each other at Top Studio all the time. Just one-upping each other, talking crazy. That's just how we do it. I think that's how New York did it.
I don't know. I feel like that's why we got that big ass bear on the flag. Because if you play dead, we'll leave you alone.
Yeah, you play dead.
You play dead. I like that though, but you stupid.
Drake played dead. You know, I mean, J. Cole played dead. He good. You leave him alone.
Shout out to Kelvin. This is why I don't call myself a fan. Because as soon as you say you're a fan, you can't tell the truth no more. I'm a fan and I tell the truth. I don't give a fuck. Is my favorite nigga of the world. Kanye in my top 5. That shit don't matter. I'm telling his ass the truth. You should have never married that lady. I'm not gonna let people tell me how to be a fan or a crip.
She's a lady now,
or none of that.
She's a lady
young
now.
lady.
Yeah, threw me off. She's a lady now.
I am not gonna say that about that young lady. She's the mother of his kids. When the music is playing, I can make my art. But when the music ain't playing, I'm not finna be going around disrespecting nobody white. The art is all about exaggeration. I understand.
Since we went through the whole story,
yeah, I just went through all that. Yeah,
you can get off with that.
I could do it with the music playing and make the art, but I'm not finna walk up and disrespect.
Hey, beatbox in the background, King, so he can call her a bitch.
No, he really believes she's a lady.
Beatbox in the background.
He really believes she's a lady. That's what he just said.
Yeah.
Okay. In real life, she's a lady.
Shout out to John Ash. Fuck that apology.
Say what? Wait, hold on. What did he say?
Shout out to John Ash. Fuck that apology. That shit don't mean nothing after Port Antonio and downplaying Doc's greatness in that. Look, I love y'all for loving the homie, man. That shit is dope. Nothing warms my heart like seeing y'all stand up way colder and unapologetic about Dot. I love that shit, man, and I love it for him. He deserves it, homie. He really deserves it. He put in the work, and he's the right person to carry it. You know what I mean? Like, even with all this crazy shit going on, he not doing all that talking. He don't need to talk. He don't need to talk. Y'all picked the right person to dedicate your fandom into when it came to Dot. He's the right person for it. He's not going to do enough talking to let y'all down or nothing, and he gonna really walk the dog. So I love how much love y'all got for the homie, man. That shit is hella dope. That is really one of the things that make me, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I have to compete with y'all sometimes. Because y'all go so fucking hard. I'll be like, damn, this my nigga, and I'm not going as hard as they going. You know what I'm saying? So it's y'all inspired me to really make sure I speak up for my homeboy when it's time to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all inspire me more, dog, because y'all go so hard. Like, I would go hard in real life. Like, I'll punch somebody in their face and do all of this for Dot, but like, I wouldn't be on the internet. But y'all inspire me to even go harder for a friend. So like, I'm forever grateful. You know what I mean? And y'all debt for that, because I get it. Like, I get what the internet is at this point. And if you're not speaking up for your friends, and you know what I mean, sometimes, you know, things can change and people could lie on them. So I'm grateful that y'all show me that. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. This is No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here, noon Pacific Standard Time on No Ceilings YouTube page. I'm glad y'all here. I hope y'all hit that like button. I know we cooking. You feel me? If you see that link, I'm dropping a single on the 26th
Wanted
of August. It's called Wanted. It's the grand return of Jurassic 5. It was important to mix hip hop and gangster rap, because it's all hip hop, backpack rap, and gangster rap to make a great West Coast hip hop song. Head over to iTunes, pre-order it. It's $1.29. It's cheap. It's Jason Joshua, one of the best people to mix in the business, mixed it. It's an incredible sound. It's dope. It's vintage hip hop at its finest. And Jurassic 5 just sounds so great. I got the LA Giants, Joey and Deuce on it. It's dope. We tried something crazy with how we uploaded it to streaming. So when it's time to stream it, when you see it, we're going to talk about it that day. And all the rest of the songs, I got another song with Ludacris, Busta Rhymes, and trying to get Common to finish it. I got a lot of dope songs I'm going to put out, but this is my first one. So I would like y'all to pre-order it on iTunes today. It's $1.29. Head over to iTunes. Glasses Malone Wanted. You can't miss it. Pre-order for $1.29. We start the real promotion on it Monday, but head over there and order it, and it's going to happen. You feel me? And I'm dropping every 2 to 3 weeks. This is what I'm streaming for in the first place, is to build a greater connection with an audience, because I think y'all don't quite understand me. So maybe if I explain who I am a little bit more, y'all can understand me. Squishy, Glasses, tell King to let me hold 129. He'll let you hold that. Shout out to J Rock. Thank you for the $5. When that dude album came out, we should all not covered it or supported it. Start exiting out all the people who support it and make excuses for this dude. I don't really buy his record. I'm not into his records. Like, I just think he made great records, but I'm not into his brand. I don't really listen to everybody. But please head over to iTunes. Pre-order Wanted Glasses Malone today. We do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. Just dropped a great episode, conversations on how to care for people. So really great conversations on how to care for people. You can listen to it on Apple, iHeart, or anywhere else you get your podcast from. The No Ceilings podcast, executive produced by the presidentially hated, infamous Charlemagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. And we're going to get out this thing. We'll see y'all Monday, man, with more conversation.
Happy weekend.
Out.